welcome to another edition of Zero Conditions Podcast. The producer was having the most fun behind the scene and cued me in like 2 minutes ago. 2 seconds ago, and a melody, but it's fine. As a hot babe that I am, I got this under control. I'm back in the building. I've got the one and only AOT2. Adeayo is supposed to be here. He's not yet here. Like a typical Nigerian man, he's been saying, I'm outside. You see me now. I've not seen you now, but it's calm. Tolani is still not back. Guys, I didn't swallow Tolani. Look at me. Where can he literally be? Everybody, what do you do to Tolani? I didn't do nothing to him. He's at work. He's been busy with work, and he's not even back in Nigeria. But yes, but we got you. AOT2, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
You are really doing your best?
Yes, I am.
T-Pennies.
The only T-Penny I know is the one signed to convicts.
You gonna burn in them shoddy.
I don't know. See, I'm putting out there. I do not know who T-Penny is. The only T-Penny I know is the one that signed to convict music. That was signed to convict music.
Are you a Nigerian?
Yes, I'm a Nigerian. Unfortunately, I am.
Unfortunately, that's fine. Who's your president?
My president is Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you trying to act like you're not aware of it? I think you just came in. Why are you sitting down? I better come. Maybe you come in.
Tolani City did.
Yaku. That's fine. So are you acting like you don't know that they call your president Tipe?
I don't know at all.
You don't know?
Who?
Your president that they call
Who's your president?
Are you not a Nigerian?
Who's the Nigerian president?
Yeah, no, okay.
You are a president.
You guys, please.
Who is currently in the country among the one that calls himself the president?
They left Portable for us. They left Portable in charge of the house.
The vice president went to Sweden. The president was in France. France is closer to Sweden. The president VP left Nigeria and went to Sweden. I don't know who's doing the thinking for them, but there's no thinking going on.
But the funny part is, Adeayo is supposed to talking about music and culture, spends so much of his time talking about Nigeria.
Because I'm suffering, man. I'm suffering.
Adeayo is always ranting about Tinubu and Nigeria on social media.
Yeah, I pay my taxes, right? Like, say, first week of every month, I get a message from LIRS, blah, 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 has been paid for you as your tax, and I see it, and I'm pissed, like...
Why this?
Because you guys are not doing nothing for me. I pay for my own water, I pay for my own light, I pay for my own security.
Petrol.
I for my this thing. Like,
crazy.
So what am I paying taxes for? So that's why, and I make sure whatever policy or this
reform.
Thing, not even that, like this loan, apply for this. I always apply, even though I don't need it. I will apply. Like there's this CNG keke napep with your shit. I apply. They never give me.
Just be driving keke napep.
And I just want this guy. This is media aid. Olusegun Dada. Yeah, he used to always say, yeah, don't make your hatred for the president make you lose out on his policies. So I apply.
Okay, you try. Yes, so that it works.
To see that it works. So when I'm cussing him out, I have a good
informed.
I'll have a good
so do they announce these things on social media? Like the media?
No, fair enough. They now.
They do. That Olusegun Dada guy goes hard. He's always talking about the policy, even though I think they are just useless policies. But he's always going about it. I think they are one-sided policies that's just like making the poor poorer and the rich richer, but he's always on about it. So when I saw that CNG thing, I applied. They asked for a lot of information. I put it. They shared, I think, 1,500 or 2,000 CNG kekena peps, which they kicked off the initiative. And you know they are going to give it to their party members.
Also, there's also I think they're doing for downfalls too.
Yes, CNG. I don't
so these things,
but I'm
do
not
they
a downfall CNG.
Do they announce it on social media? Like this is where to apply. Do they give that info on social media?
Yeah, the link is there.
Yeah, it's there.
You click
that you don't your algorithm on Twitter.
Apply for loan, credit score.
Are you for real?
Your algorithm on Twitter is not national focus. That's your problem.
No, so
it's agenda focused.
No, I actually don't.
Feminist and Beyonce focus.
I actually don't do social media as much anymore. Like I think I spend like 5-10 minutes on Twitter.
Why is that?
I'm barely surviving. I don't have time.
Yeah, you don't like.
You prefer Instagram?
Triggers, Abby.
There's too much. I don't even do Instagram. When was the time I posted on social media?
I can't remember.
Exactly. I'm not
yeah.
active on social media anymore. Like there's just so much going on in life. Like I don't even have time. I do social media like 5-10 minutes every day, and I'm like, okay, so what's going on today? Oh, nice, fantastic.
I try to keep up.
Cool.
Try
to keep up actually.
You have to keep up because you don't know if they'll sell the country. So just let us know who the new leader is.
I watched Oju Zokalu yesterday on channels.
What did he say?
And he said it was like the typical Nigerian politician. Say a lot without saying anything.
Of course.
Ended up saying Tinubu is a brave man. Why is he brave? Because he goes out at night to see the situation of the country.
I saw that.
He say he's a brave man. He see what is happening in Abuja
at night.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like,
people
so
are
who
suffering.
Is
That's what's
night?
happening. What are you going to see? People are suffering.
Even if you want to see people suffering, it's definitely not at night. Come out during the day.
Of course, it's lying. Tinubu does it. I don't think Tinubu is cognizant of his own. Like, he doesn't know where he is at some point. That man is old. He should go home to his grandkids. But, I mean,
you guys, please arrest Adeayo.
2027. That's all I can say.
But the democracy.
What happened in 2027?
Please, let's speak about what we know.
Yes,
Let's forget politics.
But before we move on from politics, do you guys have plans to jackpot? Honestly speaking.
The Nigerianness, if there's such a thing in me, it would not permit me to publicize or such plans.
I agree.
We keep it.
It's fine. I respect that. I definitely respect and I understand it. Please, guys, I know that there's so much going on with Nigeria, so much going on with the economy. I feel like the dryness that is Nigeria, because I feel like Nigeria is very dry and it's depressing. As for me, Nigeria is very, very depressing. I feel like I've gone into my bandwidth, and my escapism used to be like music, but now music is worse. What's going on?
What do you mean worse? It's not banging the way it used to.
It's not banging.
You know the enter before.
What's going on?
You're not alone.
Is it me that feels that way?
No,
is it because of I'm older?
You're not alone.
No.
You're not alone.
It has grinded to a creative halt, basically. Only a few outliers. Within a year, you can't still say, oh, this has been such a phenomenal year or great year.
I don't think we have a smash hit this year.
Like an outright smash hit.
Like every
the one with Davido now.
You call is debatable. Ogechi in a solid year. Ogechi will not make top 10 songs.
I disagree.
Ashaka had like 8 top 10 songs in 2022 alone. Only him. Then there's Buga. So I don't know. Like Ogechi is like a clear hit this year based off the context of this year.
But people also say that
I think it's a good song.
Ogechi was
I'm not saying it's not a good song.
I think it deserves to be like I feel like regardless of the year, to
if you speak to people in the East, they'll say Ogechi was a hit.
It's a hit. Yeah, but I don't know if he has a national spread the way other songs
Davido gave the national spread for a
Davido
brief minute
eventually
because of that, the event of him marrying his wife and everything. But like the longevity of it, or is this like a defining record?
Yeah.
Is it like when you're talking about the year, is it a conversation starter like, oh man, this year it was this record? I don't feel so. Everything is fragmented now. It feels fragmented.
It doesn't, like the run is not there.
Yeah.
Like right now, is it a hit song right now?
No.
When was it dropped? Couple of months back. When did it peter out? Very shortly. So like that's not like we have to, there's a lot of explanation, a lot of shalai going on, like this, like, so now we have to contextualize and say it's a digital hit, it's a radio hit, it's a chat hit. I mean, when the song is emphatically a hit, it's a hit. I mean, there are people who believe Ashake featuring Wizkid MMS is a hit song. I mean, they do. I don't think so, but they do. They think it's a hit song. So within the context of this year, would we say it's a hit song? Possibly.
I don't think like any song or many of the songs don't have like a wide consensus as is a hit.
Yeah.
So a lot of, some people in the street will tell you, MMS is the thing. Some people who don't actually are not into like the streets will tell you they don't understand why MMS is a hit. Or some people say Ozeba is a jam, it's the jam.
Yeah. And
some people tell you that we don't understand what MMS is doing. Unlike the days before when an Ashake, Wizkid, Davido, Burna would drop. When Burna Boy dropped last, it was undisputed.
What?
Yeah.
It's a hit. I
mean, Egu self I think that's like the last definitive hit we
really
had.
Song is that?
Egu, Chike, Mobad.
Yeah, that was a hit.
Of course.
Like proper hit.
Was 12 remix a hit? 12 remix.
It's too short.
Yeah, it was a short.
Yeah.
It's too short. I think the original was more of a hit than the remix.
I think you should have allowed the original run a little bit more.
Yeah. God, I love that song.
No, that's
original.
I love it.
I wrote an article on that song.
Kiss knows how to mix it well.
Yeah.
Like,
what about his new song?
Maraba, right? I think I like.
He's picking.
I like Maraba.
It's speaking.
I like Maraba. What I like Maraba is that I think
it's different.
Kiss is one of those artists steering the music into the direction it should be going.
Yes, it's yes.
Like okay, we need evolution, right? We've done the Amapiano fusion for 2-3 years now, and it's played out. It's reached elasticity point. Yeah. Right, like there's nothing new you want to bring. I think the last new thing that came out of Amapiano was Kiss's Ojapiano. Like there's nothing else you want to do again now. So I think we need to look inward because we cannot be waiting for a sound to pop up from another part of the world.
Kenya, Ethiopia.
Kenya or
from Ghana.
I mean Ghana, okay.
We've done Ghana, we've done the pop.
Yeah, we've done everything, right? So I think we have to look within.
That
And Kiss,
Arewa sound
yeah, Kiss is one of
is
those
the
guys
next P.
bringing that northern flavor. You know, he did with Sweat, that Nupe kind of bounce.
Yes.
Now he's doing it with Maraba too. That's like that. They have that northern Arabian
Yes.
kind of flow.
And this guy did Gen Z food, Gen
Yeah,
Z
first
Arewa.
class.
First class.
Yeah,
First
did
class.
Gen
So
Z
it seems
Arabian.
that that part of the country is opening up to,
Yes.
oh, let's contribute to what's
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
pop music in Nigeria. And it makes sense.
And I think that is actually a very, very beautiful, untapped music space in Nigeria, the
Absolutely.
northern side of things.
It is a
Because of a lot
rich space, yeah.
Yes, because of
Creatively.
how conservative people are in that side, we've not been able to see a lot of expressions of that sound from the
Yeah.
northern side. And the way that some of these artists have been going about it has been really, really good. I think I find it very, very
I
interesting.
mean, once we can unlock the north in terms of even streaming, I mean, we have to first of all, like maybe
infrastructure,
like yeah, but
Because of
once,
just even deal with the economy that.
yeah,
Yeah.
once we have that internet penetration and that disposable income to
Yeah.
unlock our population in terms of streaming,
yeah,
well, it's over. It's over. Like our artists would be eating good digitally because like an Imagine artist would be comfortably recording 20 million streams on a song, like just from within Nigeria alone. And because I mean, nearly 200 million people, and we struggle to give any song 10 million streams from within Nigeria. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
tell well for
Yeah,
us.
it doesn't tell well for us.
So now that we've spoken about the music space, and like there's also a conversation, because when people say, like, when I'm talking about stuff and I'm like, oh God, I don't know, I'm just not feeling the music that I used to. People say stuff like, oh, it's a you problem. Like, you as a person, maybe you're not doing the work of going to go and find these songs, or you're not doing the work of going to go and find this untapped music. Is it because I feel like most people, I'm saying like the feedback, like most people are so concerned about, you know, fucking with the A-list artists, that there are so many emerging guys doing fantastic music. Why are people not discovering them? Do you think that's the case?
I don't know. They say that a lot. It's one of those things. It's one of those, like, you have to contextualize things. It's just like saying artists blowing. Like, they now say, now, blowing is different. When you can blow digitally, as opposed to blowing, like, emphatically, like, you know, like Ashake or the Modu, Shali Pop kind of blow. Right? So, yeah, so people will say, there's good music underground,
Go and
but
find
you're
them.
not finding it. Like, okay, now that I've found it, what next? Would that make it a hit song? Would that make it a hit song? The fact that you're good, you have a good song, and it's not popping, would that make it a hit song? So people push that blame on consumers.
Yes.
Like they indict the consumers for
Yeah.
not, like, you
Doing the
guys are
work.
not doing enough to promote guys taking risks. Okay, that might be true, but the bulk of what consumers get to listen to is what is promoted to
What's
them.
pushed to them?
What's pushed to them, and the people that can aggressively push sound and music are those with the resources. And who are those with the resources? The biggest guys, the guys with the backing, right? So it's cyclical. When you push it, those with the resources to push a song, they're the biggest guy. The biggest guys, they think like they creatively, like maybe like they're not like pushing boundaries. They just do what works, what's familiar. And once that become kind of popular, then the guys trying to get a moment to tend to copy what they are doing, and it becomes a circle.
360
It's a
thing,
vicious circle. So I don't think, at the end of the day, I think it's the labels, the artists that would have to take be bolder and take some risks, because they even push it on the media that you guys are not promoting
I was about
emerging
to go
artists.
there now.
I was like, ow.
So let me give you context now. So I was reading up on, you know, conversations about music and different things. And, you know, I feel like you saying that people are sometimes blaming the consumer. Let's talk about it from this angle. I feel like back in the day, we had media platforms that were dedicated to just pushing up and coming artists.
Emerging
Pushing
artists.
people that were just emerging, not for money, not for clout, not for gains. But these days, it feels like most of the media platforms just pay attention to only the big guys, and those upcoming good guys do not even have the platform to go sing to go promote their music. I saw one artist that was complaining about how he was trying to get on this show. What's that show now? The one where they are in the background doing kum kum kum. What's that popular show where they strip down the music and
NPR, Tiny
Desk.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was trying to get on Tiny Desk, and Tiny Desk told him that he's not big enough to be on Tiny Desk.
Yeah, facts.
But
No, bro,
people were not, I can't remember the name of the
facts.
artist
It's
now.
It's Tiny Desk
But people
now.
were now
Tiny
saying
Desk,
that
right?
Tiny
You don't-
Desk,
you don't have to be
people were now saying
emotional
that
about
Tiny
it.
Desk got popular of promoting good music, not about popularity of music.
Yeah, but good music with big artists, not
Yeah.
good music. It's up
I think
and
people
just a blow.
confuse it, right? People confuse when a platform is building. like if I start a media company today, right, I would have access to a bit of emerging guys, not the Bonner Boys of this
it
world,
makes
not
sense
the
for you to
Fireboy.
go and
So
get the emerging artists.
it makes sense for you to get those you can get first. Then when you get to a level where you can have access to the big guys,
You not forget them.
you don't forget them, but you see, this is how it works, right? You build an audience. Your audience wants to hear something. Now, like say for example, now I work for a media company, and now there's a bulk of what people who read our work want to read, what they want to see, and it's the biggest guys. I'm sorry, nobody is looking to see what an emerging unknown artist is doing. I'm sorry, it's not no disrespect to them. So now you need, for a media company, you need to have that numbers in the back end to show your investors and to show people who are going to advertise that something is going on here.
Yeah.
That your money, when you put your stuff here, is going to get a lot of eyeballs, right? And for you to get those eyeballs, you need to give people what they want to see. You need to tell them about Big Brother. You need to tell them about Wizkid. You need to tell them about Davido, Burna Boy, Fireboy. So you have to give people what they want, and what we need to do is just balance. And I still think Nigerian media platform try to balance. I think me personally,
They try more than the international platforms that our artists always go to.
Yeah.
Because Fela is not going to put up an upcoming artist, or Billboard is not going to put up an upcoming Nigerian artist.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, or Colors. Colors used to be like, oh, very very unknown artists, but now Colors is now big. So
is that not also affecting the quality and the support that these guys are getting, and the quality of music that are at the forefront, because these guys are not platforming the good guys?
This is the thing that we need to let everybody know. Music is a very hard business.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come and save you. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah,
nobody goes to give any leg up.
The era is different.
The era is different, my guy.
Now we are in an era where now things are digitalized and it's more expensive.
Media is expensive.
It's really, really expensive now. You cannot afford.
Yeah.
That is, you cannot
I have
afford.
to justify to your investors that I'm putting up these upcoming artists, because it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You need to put up the big boys. Media is when media went on the internet, the how will I put it now? The financial structure changed greatly. That media really needs people. It needs traffic. And the people that can get to the traffic are the big boys.
Big guys.
Simple as that.
The big guys.
Yeah.
It's not like nobody wants to support them. It's just that we cannot support you and still have a platform. Just straight up. Like we cannot like focus on emerging artists and still have a platform. The platform is going to tank because you won't be able to pay people their salary. So there won't be any platform at all. So it's just balance.
So that's why you need a label.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Okay. So now, speaking on that and extending the conversation to creative marketing, I think that with rollouts these days, music that is being put out, I'm not seeing that over the top, maybe not over the top, but edgy music, like edgy promotion, like creative promotion that we used to have back in the day. Is that a thing is it because of people are not using just TikTok, or people are just more concerned? Like, I feel like there's been a decline in like creative marketing.
Well, yeah. I think.
Or you can correct me.
I think our artists favor ranting now than actually like putting in some, like going to the drawing board and trying to find creative ways. And now, I think with music, I think with artists that artists are actually very, very easily influenced more than we can think. Like if one big artist says something, the rest will likely toe in line and say it after him. That's why we have people associated with Afrobeat. Is that one person? It's that one person, and everybody who wants to either garner favor with him or feel like there's somebody to follow that, toe that line, right? So it's even so creatively, if someone does something, someone partners with Childek, everybody partners with Childek. So it's not like it's not really they always copy each other, right? So and it's not really they don't really tend to, when it comes to Nigerian, I don't think they put enough effort. They just go to Twitter, they rant like some people who it's not even, they don't really do rant a lot. Like you're a quiet person. Someone like Omali, for example, who is a peaceful guy. Omali doesn't go on social media and say a lot of bullshit. Right? And it's all of a sudden he just goes online and starts talking about the song. I don't get love from the gatekeepers, this and that.
That was a weird moment.
I was like,
because nobody else really championed your debut album, Boy Alone, more than Gatekeepers.
Yes.
A lot of gatekeepers were fighting for your album to be album of the year over Ashake's Mr. Money with the Vibe.
Yes. I know that for a fact.
Omale's body of work, and I feel like Omale as an artist is one artist that has always gotten love on social media. I don't think people. Do you know that at some point? Sorry, Adeayo. Do you know at some point fans and lovers of Omale were fighting Omale's label and accusing
That should do
Omale's label of not paying attention to his mental health and
I
trying
don't
to
think
get
you
him to
understand
just
how much.
and
you
trying to
love
get
him.
him to just
Bro.
do music. Like, are you guys taking to
When I heard-
therapy?
That's
When
why
I
I'm
heard-
not proud of how much I love that guy. To say it like this is conversations I've had with people, the way I've vehemently defended him. Like when he had that issues with, let me not say issue, when Victoni quoted him
The pen
LOL,
game.
the pen game thing,
Yeah.
I was so livid. I was calling my guy, what the fuck would Victoni do that? Like why would I mean I love Victoni too, but I mean like this guy, like we love you guys. But any small thing,
People
I
love
get more love
Omale.
from India, from Nigeria. Oxley said I get more love from Ghana than Nigeria. I was like,
Yeah, I
you
never
shit,
understood that P2.
all of
either.
you guys, even Ruga, I get more love outside than from within. Like, do you actually think if
Is
Nigerians don't
the-
love you, you will blow?
It's the downgrading of the Afrobeats audience itself.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah.
because we don't have money.
Because we don't just, it's basically because we don't
That's
have
just the
money.
bottom line.
Guys,
And because dollar and pounds are more.
Yeah.
That's
can
the
I give
issue.
you guys a POV that you're probably not looking at it from?
Which POV is that?
The POV of the back end.
And that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
the
now.
money thing now.
Is it back end now?
These
Back
guys-
here, the shows,
These
everything.
guys check their streaming numbers, and
Yeah.
if a particular country is streaming their music,
But you know the
more,
funny thing?
Yeah, you won't get to that position if Nigerians don't.
But you know the
It's
funny thing?
facts.
Once you miss, which is obvious anyway, once you miss abroad, we know now. You will see at the Joby on Monday now. We know you're coming back to get that momentum and buzz back. So
Like, even your how you blow, like Nigerians, they embrace your music, they amplify. We are very loud about
the
it.
word of mouth promotion that Nigerian gives you is valuable.
What
You
we
can't
don't
get
have,
anywhere.
yeah, what we don't have in money, we have in noise.
But if the artists keep saying that they feel like they're getting more love abroad
Yeah.
than they are in Nigeria, are you sure that we should keep arguing with them about that, or maybe we should ask
This-
why they feel that way?
So they should
Melody-
give me an example of an artist who feels that he does. You said mention of Mali, who again says said that.
Remember said it?
Oxley said it. I
Oxley
get more
said it
love.
recently in Ghana.
Like he
Ruga
gets-
said, Ruga has said it before. So now
You didn't see Oxley don't say that Ghana shows him more love than Nigeria.
I saw the clip.
there's no artist I can like categorically say that if they are willing to be honest with themselves, there's no artist that doesn't get more love abroad than there's always more love abroad than at home. Even Jesus Christ had more love outside than within. So now this is that why you think you don't get more love within is because the people within will ask more questions.
Yes,
They will be more critical of you because
they'll be
they
more critical
know
of your
you.
albums. Yeah, it's true.
The average Nigerian listener, I adore Kanye, right? We love Drake, we love Kendrick, but we are not. I work in media, I do music in media. I would not be as critical as Kanye or
Of
Kendrick,
Drake, okay.
or
As
that,
Drake-
as
the
I'll
way
be
the
as
American-
Fireboy, as Burna Boy, that are my own people and that I understand more. I saw them from the start. I understand their music more. It's my own. It's practically my job.
Is-
Same way Charlamagne would not be as critical about Ayra Starr or Rema than he would be
True.
of Jay-Z. Jay-Z had that nigga fired. Oh, he got him fired from radio.
It's true. And a lot of
so
buzz they get from America is always engineered and paid for. So people don't really go in depth and say, oh, this is wrong with this album. But in Nigeria, we know. If you do music one kind, we're like, bro, this is not it. Or if you do some bullshit, we'll call you out. And that's what they feel. I think they just feel obligated that, you know, we are national stars, international stars. We don't think we should be getting this kind of criticism from Nigerians, which is a lie.
And also maybe because like for people, when we have people like Adeayo, and that when they drop the album, they will write one pager and break down everything, and at the end of this thing, you now give them 4.5 over 10.
See, I think.
But it's not wickedness. It's the
I
job.
think it's even still publicity. But take away the fact that it's like you rather it happen than it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Now, so do you think that the reason they feel that way is largely because the Nigerian fans require more from them, or the Nigerian fans understand how the music should sound and they won't be accepting of anything. But outside of Nigeria, everybody calls everything Afrobeat. So long as you just string it, like, we love you,
I've seen some very funny foreign reviews, and
Yes,
I'm like, bro,
it's always the home front would demand more because they understand you. You can go to Norway or you go to Denmark to perform Afrobeat. They don't really care that much. They just want
they
you
don't
to
really
listen.
you know the perfect
They just
example.
want you to
Care.
perform and they
You
perform
know the
your
perfect
song and
example.
go.
Ashake's third album, Lungu Boy.
Yes.
Abroad, I already saw. I don't want to mention the platform, international platform, rave reviews. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, all the reviewers I knew were like, bro, this is not
Yeah.
it, because we know the source, we know where it's from. This is, bro, what they're giving us is too adulterated for us to consider this top-notch quality.
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys like Lungu Boy?
Bro,
Because I struggle to find Ashake in the album. Like now,
Is
there's
it
a
the
way.
skating?
I don't think that's a good song. Now, there's a way like
Obviously, everybody knows that's not a good song right now.
like you can explain it like, okay, this Ashake.
Wait, please hold on. Is it because you guys think Ashake cannot skate?
No, it's not just
It's just pretentious. That's number one. That's my biggest issue with the song. Number one, I think the song is pretentious.
overreaching.
I don't think he can skate. I don't think he should be singing about skating because I don't think he cares that much about skating. I think it's just the song panders to a particular lifestyle that he embraces because of his status he found himself, and that's not an issue. See, if that song was, if he sang about skating in a way and deliver it in a palazzo kind of way, I wouldn't care because it's a banger and the song is sweet and I'll listen to it. But that when the song is not sweet, it forces you to examine the substance.
Mm-hmm.
And he's singing about skating and you're wondering, and there's this video of him skating and falling down. You're like, okay, bro.
That was the issue of Lungu Boy. Like, Lungu Boy was, first of all, the arrangement of the album, not great. I struggle to see the brilliance of Ashake on the album.
Yeah, the production.
The production is very one-dimensional for an Ashake, where
Yeah.
you listen to a Remember, you listen to a Palazzo, and the production alone is art on its own before Ashake even jumps on it. But now you're hearing this and you're like, obviously this was created for people with that don't have the back knowledge of what he's presenting.
Yeah.
And they're taking it like that. And look at his talk. He has been successful with it.
Yeah,
And
it worked.
congratulations, but for Nigeria, bro, apart from MMS,
Fuji vibes.
Fuji Vibration, one or two, like, bro.
Yeah, it's just really.
Is it also because the fans are not accepting of artists trying new things
No.
or just discovering
That
themselves?
was a theory that I saw people pushing, and I
Yeah,
disagree
because
with
it's
it.
like, what if he
Remember
starts
tried new
skating?
thing. I think Rema is successful. I think Rema's album is a success.
Made in Lagos was new.
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked. Rema's East is a success. Irrespective of how I feel about the album,
Bro.
I feel okay. There are things that could have been done differently, but that album is a success.
Bro,
It's
when
a
you
contender for album of the year.
when you play Ozeba outside or Machan, people go off. They go mad.
Like in
I heard the
retrospect,
album outside and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, their songs are here. See, the thing, my issue.
I'm like, hey.
When I'm hearing the album, there are parts where I can't stand, and there are parts where I'm fucking blown away. Like the opening sequence of say War Machine, like the hook on Villain, the refrain on Ease. Like he dared, Rema dared, and
He dared to ask the question,
He
and he
did.
pulled it off.
And
Not
he pulled it
perfectly,
off.
but he did.
yeah, maybe not perfectly. Maybe he could have done like a little difference here and there, but he did. And so I wouldn't say we're not like fully accepted of experimentation. Now, I think people like they focus solely on what an Adeayo said, what a Tunde said, what an AOT said, than what you are actually hearing on the street. Okay, Adeayo said maybe he doesn't like East a lot, and it said some crazy. I said some crazy things on Twitter. But you go to the street, people are jamming Ozeba as a man is a hit song. I mean, it's a success, and people have
You
started.
can't deny it. It's
Yeah,
there. It's there.
It's
It's out
success.
there.
So I don't think we do not embrace experimentation if it's done well. Victoria's album was critically acclaimed
Yeah.
and it's a very daring album.
As Excel once said, there's no problem with experimenting. But if you experiment with shit, it will get shitted on. That is all. It has to come out well. If it doesn't come out well, they go knock.
Ashake's
they go hammer.
sound is an experiment. Before him, nobody was fusing.
Nobody
Fuji,
dreamt of it. No.
Amapiano with hip hop
Yep.
elements like that. It's an experiment that he pulled off, and everybody followed that part. And they told that part they brought a bit of their own vibe to it. Wizkid has evolved the sound like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
2-3 times from Superstar. Then he came like around 2015 period. Like he evolved the sound again. Then he came, made the Lagos, and evolved the sound again. 3 times, only one man. Like
Noisy.
everything we're doing in Afrobeat, we got from Wizkid. Like directly from that guy, from that man. Like everything people are doing, all new artists.
Yeah, most
biting
pop
off
artists who
him.
sing right now, that style is just based off.
It's
Wizkid.
just him. Like it's him. He's the guy. And like then you listen to it, some guys now. A lot of them sound like Rema.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just like if you do it well,
There are people applaud
break
you.
grounds, people applaud you, and people. follow
If you
your path.
miss, you'll tell you to get out of stage. It's not hard.
So the conversation around fans not loving you in Nigeria is just dishonest and just from a place of fear of criticism, right?
It's just
And maybe wanting to gag media,
I
or control
remember.
media,
I
or
remember.
control the narrative.
I remember something that happened when Santi dropped his first album, right? A lot of Nigerian critics didn't like it. So a lot of fans, AOT fans were like, yeah, it's Nigerian critics. What did they know about music? Then I think, was it
the pitchfork guy.
Pitchfork guy came in and smashed
Blasted
the album.
it. Yeah, they
Good or
report-
bad?
Yes,
Bad. And nobody talked because they felt,
The man
oh,
reported him. And
Yeah.
tried to get him suspended. I think they got suspended.
oh, they got the guy suspended.
I think so. I think they used to boast about it that actually you got suspended after that review, this and that, this and that.
Well,
Yeah, so I think these artists, they know themselves, right? They know themselves that this is not true. And that's the thing. There's none of them I cannot look in the eyes and say, see, you know you are not telling the truth. You know if Nigerians don't love you, you will not blow.
This is always the starting point.
You're not
anyways.
Thames. Thames is the only
Even
anomaly.
Thames-
But even Thames has acceptance in Nigeria.
Even time she had what's the name of this song?
Try Me.
Try Me.
And it was
Maybe
accepted.
Ayra was one that just blew to your
Yeah.
number in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was not even here.
He wasn't
locally
even
safe.
starting.
He was here locally, first of all, but he tried, but it didn't just work
For
out.
real?
Yeah,
I
he
never
was,
knew he
here.
was here locally.
He was married by Ayoshonaya.
Oh, crazy.
He was living in
I don't know
Nigeria.
why
He was
married
living
him.
in Nigeria well before, yes.
But did
I knew
he
he was
wait?
in-
So
I knew he was in
was he living in America?
Okay, it was
then he
Melvito.
came to
I
I
Nigeria.
think
Well,
he
he
came
died
back. I
before
think he came back to
Yeah.
Nigeria, stayed for a while. I'm not sure, but he was in Nigeria for a while. Then he just went to America, dropped your number, and he blew.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the new Wizkid?
Which new Wizkid?
The
The
new-
new record.
Yeah, the new Wizkid record.
It's the made in Lagos vibe, man.
Yeah.
It's not.
A lot of people don't like to hear that. They say, oh,
Oh yeah, a lot of fans.
they feel
don't-
like it's diminishing. It's diminishing.
Or demeaning him.
Yeah, diminishing the record or his effort. I don't think that. I don't think you understand that. That's not that's not what it means. Like, it means that you can tie the sound to a source.
It's a source, and
To a
that's
source,
his
and that
source.
source is still flowing till now. It's not like it's not
Yeah,
on the page.
it seems it's not ready to leave that
yeah,
sound.
That sound.
Yeah, maybe because I've had a snippet where the music was faster. It sounded like Afrobeats,
Yeah, the bend
Afrobeats.
down, bend,
Yeah.
do dance. and
Let's wait and see how that goes. But for now, it's still that R&B, and I think it makes sense for him because outside of Nigeria, it's called fan base. People that will die for him are UK audience.
Yeah.
The UK in UK, Wizkid can do no wrong. So I believe he's just catering to them. Like you see, you people, I did. Nigeria, I'm not too sure of their market. Their market is
Yeah,
shaking.
and he's still Wizkid after all in Nigeria.
He's
still Wizkid.
He's Babala at the end
He's
of the day.
Babala, like he's Wizkid, like they would die for him. Like he has a huge fan base in Nigeria. Like at the end of the day, everybody's a Wizkid fan. At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, everybody.
at
is
the end
a-
of the day, we're all Wizkid fans.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you cannot. How do you dislike someone you grew up listening to a lot?
How can you enter a genre and not say you respect what Wizkid has
I
done?
mean,
It's
Even
insane.
away from the music, his impact with the sound
Yeah, but
and the longevity.
Achievements.
that's the most influential artist ever in the history of Afrobeat. Ever.
Yeah.
So do you think that there is a pressure from the fans for Wizkid to drop a certain type of sound?
I wouldn't say pressure. Maybe there's a demand for something
An
different.
expectation?
Yeah, maybe people, there are parts of audience who have become too familiar with this and
With this.
they're no longer excited. Maybe I fall in that category.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take away from the brilliance of this record. Now, this record, Piece of My Heart, fantastic record. I like the second part.
I like the
When
second
the beat
part more.
flip, I think it's fantastic.
What I tell you?
And
When the beat flipped, that end part
but
was.
I
for
do
me.
think it's familiar. I listened to it. I remember True Love with Tyla. I remember Slide and Sleep or Sleep and Slide with Shensia and Skillibeng. Flower
It's been done
Pad.
before.
There's songs from Meal, from Made in Lagos, More Love, Less You Go. So it sounds very familiar. And that familiarity kind of takes a part of the excitement away.
It takes away the shine or the brilliance away from the record.
Like it does, like, God, okay. It's good though, but I mean,
I think that's the cost of being Wizkid.
Yeah.
Once you come out, you have to drop something you've never heard about before, or you have to surpass what you dropped
you've done before. And he's the one that have set the bar so high. And I think maybe people just want, like, okay, you're Wizkid, you can do something different. You can push yourself. But maybe
I also think that within the local Afrobeat scene, they want him to be more energetic on his records.
yeah.
And not R&B.
Yeah,
Not too laid back, not too
yeah. They want that. Okay, that's Ulere
yeah.
Ojuelegba vibe. Give us, give us. Yeah.
Ask your
And
sister.
no matter what, if you go to
if
if you go to parties, no matter what, is that record they play?
This one.
Is that particular record?
Bro.
Because that to me is one of the greatest Afrobeat records of all time.
Yeah,
But-
you
yeah.
call it his greatest,
Yeah.
his greatest, most important record.
That's
yeah.
the most important record. That's what really opened the. That
Yes.
is the record.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you.
But I think that's the precursor
Yeah,
to
to Ojuelegba.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
Oh, yeah.
if you go to a party, of course people listen to Essence, but when you put Ojuelegba, Shita, that now you are talking our language. You get
Like, bro, like I mean, I know he can. If he wants,
if he wants to go
push
there,
himself,
he can go there.
I don't think like a lot of our artists they are way past their creative peak. I think their best days are behind them.
Why?
And a lot of them can't come to terms with that because that's how music, that's how
That's how
art
life
work.
is. Everybody.
That's how
peaks.
life is.
Everybody
You
peaks.
peak now. I don't think Kanye can recreate my beautiful
Beautiful
Dark
Dark
Twisted
Twisted
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah. I don't think I can recreate lyric registration, but it doesn't mean what he's going to do next will not be good. But when you hold it side by side, that one, you just be like, okay, like you've peaked. My last good Kanye verse would be Jesus Lord.
Yeah, that's the job.
See, nigga pull up with this nigga stand
Is
still.
it an age thing?
They just live.
I think it's also a mental thing. Like what inspired you before is not what's inspiring you now. For Wiz, you don't expect Wiz to go crazy on the record. This is a man that, bro, he lives in luxury. That's why the sound is luxurious. You can't just, you can't just picture it like, okay, let me start grinding. No, it's
like the curse of success.
Because of success.
And that's where acceptance comes. You just understand, okay, see, I think maybe I'm not genuine as people as I used to.
I think it's in his vintage area. Like, this is the vintage period. Like, let me just take things slow and okay and all right. It's fine. It happens to the best of them.
So now that we're in the conversation of, okay, so what's going to be the hit songs are, that content, we don't know if this is a mega super hit. For the conversation of album of the year, what albums do you think impressed you? Album, songs, artists that impressed you this year that you feel like...
So we're doing album of the year, song of the year, artist of the year.
Yeah, that impressed you the most this year. Let's start from you.
Albums of the year. So albums of the year, basically artists of the year, go side by side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, Rema. Rollout was mad. For him to do a 180 and say, you know what, I'm not really going to chase that North American thing again. Let me strategize and go back home. Pulling it off successfully, it was a big creative risk for him, for Maven and everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he landed it. Not perfectly, but he dared to do that. Yeah. I think that's the strongest contender
He's
for
a
album.
visionary. I respect him. I respect him a lot.
Ayra Starr's album, solid. I give it to her.
Love it.
Yeah. The girly. She's, look, every Gen Z body.
That's my favorite.
And it's not just girly.
It's,
she made an
she cuts across.
No, like an album that can, like, she's making music that she wants to compete with men.
Men, yes.
That's why when I explain to people, I ask music people, I say, Ayra doesn't make music like your average female artist. Yeah. She's not doing
like wherever that place guy they go.
She's doing both. Like, she's going lamba for lamba.
Yeah, she is.
Like, she's giving you lamba for lamba.
The records with Shay Vibes,
Ashake, she's giving them lamba for lamba.
Yeah.
It's showing that
classic for classic.
That street guy that I respect it. I go full ramp those record and we are killing each other.
Yes.
So Ayra Starr's album, phenomenal. I loved it. I love it.
That's my favorite album from this.
Victoni, I think that's the sleeper hit album of the year.
Yeah. Because it didn't have that like eat song.
Yeah.
It didn't like affected the perception.
There are records on that album. I'm like, how did this guy pull it off?
Yeah. I listened to that Pierre. Was it Pierre 46?
Pierre 46 or Pierre 47.
Yeah. I listened to it and I just like.
There's a song called.
How do you come up with something like this?
There's a song called History on the album. Yeah. I think the second track. His pen game on that was wicked.
It's a ridiculous album.
It's a ridiculous album.
It's a ridiculous album.
That's a ridiculous album.
Like, and he executed it very well.
Fourth album, late. He came in late because people didn't give him the chance. We thought it was gone. But Fireball's album, Adedamola.
Yeah. That's a late screamer.
It was a late screamer. 50 minutes. Referee on the blow with you.
I said
hold up.
It's a late screamer.
It's safe. I think
which one?
It's safe album.
So it was an album of.
This is my favorite Fireboy album ever.
Yeah, for you, no?
Yeah.
You know why I like the album? You know why I like the album?
This is the album that made me.
You know why I like this album?
Lover.
Fireboy was humble. That Playboy shit didn't work. Please let me just go back. I'm the guy that they break his heart. I am not the heartbreaker. Joe.
So I saw. Let's stay on that for a bit. I saw. Was it I saw? Okay, I think I was having a conversation with Tolu Daniels, and he was talking about this Adedamola album, and he said that the reason, this is me paraphrasing what he said, not word for word, he said that the reason he feels a type of way about this album is because he feels like Fireboy did what the fans ask him to do, and he doesn't like that as a talent, because sometimes he feels like artists should be able to give.
He did now.
Artists should be able to stand on their P's and say, "This is where I am now," as opposed to like
PLO,
telling you what to do.
Catch 22.
What's that Catch 22?
Like,
yeah, between the DWC and the Rock.
Like, you're like. You die. I don't know how to explain.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like,
but do you get where Tolu Daniels is coming from? Where you feel like the fans should not be dictating what you do with your music?
I agree. Like, I think the album. I think the fact
that he feels like that he feels like Fireboy should have still released something else to buttress what he was trying to do on Adedamola. Sorry, on
Playboy.
Playboy is not a bad album.
I think the Playboy era, like, just.
It just didn't work for him. It didn't work for him. Adedamola is good. We're not saying that it's a copy of what he's done, but it's, it's like a restart. I think the major album, the next album is going to be the major album now. Like, okay, define your legacy now.
So this one is not defining.
Are you then 3? Wait, how many has you done? 3.
Four. This is the fourth one.
3 over 4. Okay, don't try. Just one more. Let's be greedy. One more. Then we'll now say.
I think the album sounds like something like it's a very engineered album.
Yes.
Like this absolutely.
I don't. When that engineer.
No risk. Are you sure?
Which
What?
weeks on Ademola? There's 0 weeks on Ademola.
It's
You
just
see the song
see
album is safe.
when you say engineered, there's only one man behind. There's a one man behind the album. The man that was not behind one album, behind Ashake's album, was behind Ademola.
It was engineered.
It was. You could see that OG was telling him, "She buy."
It was like it was sounded like something that they made in a lab, like it was engineered.
Even the way the songs flow,
It was engineered
Bro,
properly.
it is one engineer that once you play it, you can't stop.
Yeah, so it's like it's really it's like the things he's saying, the way he's singing. It's I don't want to say templates, but it's like it's textbook.
Oh, Wale.
Yeah, it's textbook.
But wait,
It's
why
like
do
it's with surgical precision.
Shout out to all I have to say. Shout out to Badu. That's all I'm
but
saying.
why do you guys do this?
The what?
Why this Bado thing? I find this very funny.
Is this a
Why-
Badu na
wait,
person?
wait, why
Okay.
is it that when artists on that Bado, when they release music, fans be saying the ones they think Bado's hand was not there and the ones they think.
But we
why
know.
are you people for sure saying that Bado was not his hand was not in
Because you go sing
Lungu
for
Boy
songwriter now.
as compared to the previous album?
Which album? Who?
Huh?
Which one? The Playboy album?
No, I'm saying that why are fans of the opinion that Bado's hand was not in Lungu Boy as much as it was in the previous album?
Because Simba need. Do you see any credit?
You know how many songs Bado had writing credit on Work of Art?
I'm even when
I
I
think
know,
close
of
to
course,
12.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Album
but-
your kill is strong. That one's strong.
Work of Art is great. Like Work of Art, it's an album that.
What if he wrote on this one and just did not get credit and
Picture.
just said, don't put my name on it?
Please.
Okay. Just
What did
just
Bado
Christy.
write? Mood, worldwide.
Skating.
Yeah, Bado write that stuff. Like I said,
Melody
I don't
now,
want to like
serious.
dwell on the Bado.
Yeah.
Bado like I know there are things we can say.
Yeah.
There are things we can say.
But the Adedomola album was just well engineered
Yeah, Bado
for a comeback. Because people were already asking questions that
Of course.
Fireboy had been dropped like Kilo Shele. What's
The guy
that?
has-
People were even saying
Fireboy
he drop this
is
album.
one of Afrobeats' favorite punching bag.
At one point.
Why?
Anybody want to compare anybody in his generation? It's Fireboy. It's Fireboy.
Mm.
And I think I understand that for him and his fans, that's very exhausting.
Very.
And at the same time,
extremely.
it's flattering because you're the litmus
Test.
test for everybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they try to like anybody that's having a moment is better than you. It's better than you.
Yeah.
It's better than you. Like it can be very, very frustrating. The guy blocked me on all platforms, so yeah, he doesn't like me.
Fireboy blocked
It's
you.
not a big deal. It's comes
It
with the
happens.
job.
It
Wait,
comes.
wait,
man.
why? But you
Because
don't criticize him though.
I don't know. Maybe I said something a long time ago that I didn't
Wait,
like.
no
I
artist
don't,
has
I
never
don't
blocked
dwell
you
on
before.
it. I don't dwell on
Me,
it.
of
Yeah.
course now.
Okay.
Of course.
I don't dwell on it. It doesn't. I don't dwell on it.
It's a good sign. It's a good
I
sign.
don't dwell on it. But so yeah, so I understand. Like this is that. I think I like to like put myself in their shoes a bit and see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
At the same time, I try to like be like, okay, I have a job to do. I'm going to tell you the facts. This and that. So I think yeah, it's an album of the year contender. A winner for me, no. I think
But a discussion about it,
Yeah,
fine.
I
It's
think-
no problem.
Wait, Adeayo, before we come to you, we're the one I was talking before. we
Yeah,
come
I've
to
done
Yeah.
4. There's
you.
no
Done
more.
four, That's
Um,
fine. That's
yeah.
fine. Okay, what about you?
no, it does. Okay, we should do album first. Then
Yes,
what song? I think
yes.
Album of the year. My album of the year is Ayra Starr's The Year 2021. I
Me
think I
too.
made that clear. a
Yeah,
lot.
don't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I made that
That's
clear
my
a lot.
favorite album
I
of
think
the
the
year.
And you can actually make a very strong argument.
I think the
about
album-
Of course.
I think the
Then I
album
roll
is-
out. I also just think that Mavins, they need to please continue to push that album. There's still some singles that can be pushed as singles.
Yeah, it's just really hard market right now. You don't know what's working or what's not going to work.
It's true, man.
But at the end of the day, like on its own merit, I think the album is
I
fantastic.
think it's fantastic.
Apart from
I
that,
think that was
Ayra is more. I don't think we understand how much of a cultural force Ayra is
Yeah,
right
like
now.
she would become.
Yes.
She will become.
Yes.
Like Ayra's peak. What the level she can get to is going to.
It's
be crazy.
astounding. Like
Yes, I agree.
what she can still get to, the level she's going to play at. is
I love
unbelievable.
the way she carries herself. I love the way she moves. Then also another thing that made me like a fan. I've always been a fan, but her stage performance,
Yeah.
the intentionality. Like, I'm sorry, she's an Afrobeat artist. She doesn't have to go that hard
Yeah.
on stage.
Live,
No,
yeah,
that's
look-
the
She
thing.
doesn't have.
He,
to.
she has to. You need to
I
you need to get people to
Melody,
raise the bar.
You understand why I respect her and
Gosh.
why I respect her as an artist is because Ayra is an artist that I think
No
maybe
shortcuts.
I think she reminds me like when it comes to the also part of Tiwa Savage. And
Yeah.
these are people who understand that they are not competing with women alone, they are competing with men.
Yeah, that's what makes her
Ayra
so
is
successful.
moving like she knows her competition is Rema, Ashake,
Okay.
or Mali.
Yes,
Fire.
actually, she's not trying
Yeah.
to play safe at
and
all.
you do not do good girl next door laid back kind of
You
Yes.
do
movement.
Agwen.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
You go Lamba for Lamba,
Yes.
Giro for Giro. Like
I
you
agree.
understand, like classic for classic.
Yeah.
And that's why I really, really love her album. She gave,
Yeah.
like she went in hard.
Yes.
Like everybody that had a verse on that album, I don't think anybody can come outside and put their shit at everybody Ayra.
No. You can't.
Like Sheyi Vibes had the best guest verse on that.
Yeah, it was the best guest feature on that.
Yes.
album.
And
was.
Ayra was still giving him hot. Like she just said this like what's the last thing she said? She said I'm still eating off my last hit.
Hit.
But that's gangster.
Yeah, actually.
That's one thing that rappers say.
That's
It's
Yeah.
not, it's not what
yes.
an R&B singer,
See,
if an
yeah.
R&B singer says.
And lyrics like she drops lyrics like a man.
See that woman commando song.
She is the kind of like, hey guys, follow my lead. That's what she did on
Bro.
Woman Commando. Like,
Good.
no worry.
When I
That's
heard
a
Woman
hard
Commando, I
song.
said, no, this is...
That's a hard
She's
song.
playing on a bigger level.
Yeah.
So,
And the way
Ayra,
she carries it.
Bets of
she has
what's the one? That's
choreography
on
for
bets of something. The first song.
Ayra
Star, look
I can't remember that
Ayra
song.
Starr, oh, logo lancer.
Then the daddy's one.
I don't used to listen to that song.
yeah, that song is very too
My
emotional.
girlfriend
Yeah,
Sabi. Anytime you play, I just
yeah.
Why?
When it reaches that
It makes
part,
me- I don't like to be sad. It makes me
yeah,
sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad
the
as
song,
well.
the song did what it was supposed to do,
Even
but
there's this.
The first I heard that song, I
it reminds me
actually
of-
cried.
There's this song on Dave's album, the one that has 20 to 1, the one that has the Lazarus.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one his mother was saying.
Yeah,
His mother was
but
singing. I know they hear that part.
that part where she was crying.
Yes,
Yo,
they
bro,
cry. I know they hear that, but we just keep on know.
Wait, I've never heard this song before title.
I can't remember.
I'll send it to you,
It's
bro.
the
If
penultimate
you hear that
song on
song,
that
oh,
It's
And you know, say Dave is a very emotional guy.
he's an emotional guy. Yeah,
Dave give.
he will enter that.
Once
Oh no,
you don't enter that emo part of your rap, you go just
You go
make
pause,
it-
you go pause, then
sad,
no,
you
I
go
want to
sadden
hear it,
you
I want
one
to hear
time.
it, I want to hear it.
Yeah, so let's say, I mean, see the way I'm gushing about Ayra's album of the year for me.
Like, they are blushing. I really like her.
I like her music.
Yeah.
I respect her as an artist. If I ever,
She deserves
yeah,
it.
if I want to sign an artist, that's the person I say, see,
Template.
see
I'd love to
how
interview her one
see
on
how
one.
hardworking she is. That's who I want you to be like. You
She
understand?
is
Like,
very hard.
and yeah, and like, and I'm not saying this thing for our fans to like me or for she to notice me. Like I could care less about that, right?
You don't even care about this.
Yeah, but I genuinely do respect her as an artist.
Yeah, she her hustle is.
And that's why you put her on the high pedestal. Like whenever she drops all those.
Yeah, no, I bash like
Yeah,
I
Sabi-
wear bash ability.
See, 2 minutes after that song came out, I saw it that night. I said, bro.
Adeayo was angry.
Yeah, that's and I think maybe shout out to Mavis because like I think they're cool with it. Like they understand. That's why I like them. I think I respect. See, and I respect people behind the business. They get it a lot of times. Only few people have,
their field.
like take it personal.
And I know why you didn't like that record
Like,
because it was
only
very
few people.
because for someone like I have so much potential. That was
To
just
be honest, that's one of my least favorite songs by Ayra Starr.
That's my least favorite. I don't think it's a good song, but I don't want to dwell on.
Okay, let's talk about the good part. Yeah, the album.
yeah. So album of the year for me, definitely. Yeah, I thought it's one. Hoping she
I think
wins
she's
it.
an
and
amazing
become
Maybe
the
try
first-
though.
the
Two
first
album of the year
yeah.
contenders.
I
The
think
first
she's
female
an
artist
amazing
to-
artist.
to win above the year since
Simi.
Simi. So hopefully, then second would be East. I don't have speaking objectively,
Yeah.
not based off the fact that
Not
I don't
personally,
really like,
yeah.
I don't like the album. Like based off the impact,
Yeah.
and although it does not have a widespread impact on people trying to make that kind of music, like
But
like
we
the
see
widespread
where he
one-
was trying to go with it.
yeah, the fact that it's daring, the
Yeah.
fact that everyone is like facing one direction,
Yes.
and decide that okay, I'm not doing this with you guys. I'm
Saved
doing
us
this
from
other direction.
Amapiano.
Yeah,
Cuckoo,
I'm-
cuckoo,
like
cuckoo,
like
cuckoo,
that
cuckoo.
album is a bold effort to like to collect Afrobeat from the grip of Amapiano, especially the party scene.
He said, collect
Our party scene was Amapiano had a party in a chokehold.
guy.
Can I even speak about that? You go to a Nigerian party and it's tutu.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I love my South African brothers. They've done
Really,
they've
That really
done
was.
they've done so much on my piano that is crazy. You know, it's good. But please and DJs, we're in Lagos, Nigeria now.
And the funny thing is that when you go to South Africa, they play Amapiano everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
So why are you doing that in Lagos? Like I would like, can we please be for real? They play
they double
Amapiano
down.
everywhere.
And you know why it's worse in Nigeria? Because every DJ has the same list of Amapiano records.
This is the same list.
Yes, man.
That-
ACBRP,
Eh.
the Ababalele,
A lot.
like
They go play am.
Adiwele,
You go just, I go just say, like, bro, call me when we start to enter.
Please,
our
I
own.
beg. Like, can we?
they
Like,
double down on our piano because they understand that the guys making like copying their sound, at least borrowing part of their sound, have a bigger platform. So they double down.
Yeah.
That's one lesson we can learn when it comes to gatekeeping.
Yeah.
You gatekeep through ownership.
yeah.
That's how you get to.
That's how you
The
get
shit
to-
has to be yours.
Grab it, you say, "Let me get
Do the work.
Let me get them." You understand? If our artists had done
So
that,
no matter what Adashake did, everybody know Amapiano. Na SC.
Mitch,
I know
fine.
Mitch, yeah.
He did there now.
Yeah. Don't let me shoot
That
your
was our
head.
piano concert.
Don't let me shoot your head.
People for the world, they look me say, "What's
Don't
this
let,
one?"
I will slap your head
I was
away from
asking
the
her that.
place. Don't let me shoot
They
your
made an
head.
piano list of most stream piano song for Nigeria. Now only one song with a champion sound. I think so. Yeah, only champion sound.
Please go and sit down.
Only one Nigerian song, have you?
Yes, and I said that I want to know the criteria. I said, are you telling me what Ashake is not my piano? I was like, okay. If it's not so, why did you use him as first on her piano playlist that time? I just didn't my
uncomfortable questions.
I had to give up. People that just look me that day like.
I remember when Ashake dropped his first album, DB and Gogo, the one of the biggest DJs.
She and these guys,
she said, guys, I've listened to Ashake's album. It's 90% on my piano.
Yes.
They
doubled down
because if they allowed Ashake to continue to do what he was doing, bro.
And that's why Spotify couldn't try that using Ashake as the first on her piano. The backlash was crazy.
So basically, the conversation
explain. No worry.
That's why Afrobeats with guys hold down like this.
So you should do the work.
So that's the thing, like ownership, right? When you want to gatekeep, you own. You do it through ownership. Because we refuse to do ownership. Everybody wants to feel special. I don't do Afrobeat. I don't understand Afrobeat. I don't know what's Afrobeat. Now, like you put potholes in it. Now there's a narrative problem. And when there's a narrative problem, people want to.
That's why Tyla can win. That's why Tyla can win an Afrobeat category.
Yes, and particularly tell us thank you.
I don't see. That's why this conversation about Amapiano. I don't see the point in you saying that Tyla can win an Afrobeat category.
She can.
Let me explain. She can.
Well, she can.
She can. Exactly.
The problem. No, the problem comes from. You know the problem comes from.
Nigerian artists. If you, as a Nigerian artist, everything is about. It's not always about feelings. It's about your numbers and the impact that you have. If a Nigerian artist releases a piano song that has more numbers than a South African artist, it's the fact.
Because
it's the numbers.
But
so you can't say
guess what?
Can't be the face. Why not?
But guess what? The day a Nigerian artist wins an Amapiano award.
If
you're doing pure good Amapiano, why not? If you have the numbers, why not?
What happened between Super Eagles and Libya? It go be small.
Good, right now, good. That's the thing, right? So now, when you make an Afrobeat song, by all means win an Afrobeat award. I don't care. Your skin.
Thank you.
Ideally.
But no, now that's the thing. But what I insist upon is that you have to give Afrobeat the fucking credit it deserves.
But I don't understand.
Let me land. Now, you cannot make an Afrobeat song, a song that, as we know and yet it is Afrobeat. What is an Afrobeat song? There's nothing anybody will tell me.
Exactly.
She would not. She would deny it. She would tell you it's pop piano, is this and that.
No, but she didn't say that. Nah, she didn't say it's pop piano.
What?
She said she represents South Africa and she's.
But she does represent South Africa.
Wait, on an Afrobeat stage.
Why not?
Wait, listen. She will say this is how it went. Thank you for this award. Shout out to the Afrobeat guys that paved the way.
Yes.
She did fucking pave the way, right?
Yeah, we did.
Now.
But she gave a shout out, Sha.
Yeah, she did.
That's a backhanded compliment. I don't like. She can keep it. But now, wait. Now you now say, but you guys make a mistake of lumping all of us in the same Afrobeat category. For example, me, I don't do Afrobeat. I represent Amapiano. Listen.
Don't forget, she said that part. She did say that part.
Don't fight it. She said it. You can go and watch it. Now, the issue is that I Did Been Water was an Amapiano song. I don't care. She's correct to be educating them on that stage. But Water is an Afrobeat song. And when you say that, you take credit away from Afrobeat. And that's where I have a problem with it. Now, what happened is that Afrobeat, the progenitors, people that have come, like people, the Banj, the P Square,
the Two Face,
the Baba, the JJCs, you understand? This guy, the Wizkid, the Davido, the Burna Boy. These guys have worked hard. The Tiwa Savage, the Yemi Alade. They have worked really hard to create a platform. The only reason that award exists is because of the success of Nigerian artists. Fact.
Yeah.
If she was making pure piano,
that came with numbers.
If she was making music like Tyla, she was making music like Focalistic, like Kabza. God bless Kabza. That's
Kabza. That's the G.
That's the G.
That's the G. That's the man.
Yeah.
That's the man. That's
Amapiano.
That's
Amapiano.
Kabza, I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
If she making music like Kabza, she will not be on that stage. She will not be on that stage. You made
People
music like a Nigerian. You copied our format. Wait, let me land. And you benefited.
It's not bad now.
It's not bad. We make hip hop now.
We copy hip hop. It's not a bad thing to say that.
I'm not saying it to insult or to diminish her or to make it look. She's talented. She made it fantastic.
Is she an Amapiano artist?
She called herself an Amapiano artist.
Name one Amapiano song. I dare you to.
Is she from South Africa? Does she do Amapiano?
That's it now.
Does she do Amapiano?
No, she doesn't.
So none of her songs.
Tell me an Amapiano Tyla song. Sit down here and tell me what is different from.
So are you saying that there's none of Tyla song that she sampled There's a bit of Amapiano?
She's a pop artist. I don't think she does Amapiano.
She does pop.
Wait, is Ashake an Amapiano artist?
No, he's not.
What makes? Do you know Ashake's songs? There are Ashake songs that are more heavily Amapiano leaning than Tyla songs.
Yes, of course, definitely.
There's no Tyla song. No Tyla song that sounds like Kabza's song.
There is no, because of this.
No, wait.
These genres have different.
Wait.
Now you are saying that this one is too high to be Amapiano. This one is too low to be
They don't
Amapiano.
if they don't recognize what Ashake is doing as Amapiano, what Tyla is doing is definitely Amapiano.
Ah.
Then an Amapiano Tyla song.
So I feel like for Tyla, she does not have as heavy Amapiano songs as the Amapiano
Please
guy.
let's
but
move beyond Tyler. Let's choose
Yeah,
another
let's just- I
album.
don't want
please.
to dwell on
So
this stuff.
Rema, second album.
I feel like people are very unfair to her, Sha.
I'm not. She's unfair to Afrobeat. She should give Afrobeat credit.
Third album.
Very-
Yeah,
people are-
Rema's second album. I said Ayra Starr my winner. Rema second album. Third album Victoria.
Yeah, sure.
Victoria, I think crazy. My joint fourth would be Luna's Homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Yeah,
daring.
it's you and AOT that will fight that one.
Shout
No,
out-
I'm not fighting on that
No,
one.
no. We all
If I
love
want to do
Luna.
if I want to do a fifth album, I'll
Yeah.
say okay, outside that album of the year,
Yeah.
I'll give it to Lona.
Shout out to Lona. You guys from Kano, so we have that in common. Shout out to Lona. I think it's a really, really good, strong debut album. I love the fact that he didn't try to play the EP game
Yeah.
because he's a newcomer.
Because I was surprised when they just said he's dropping an album.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
whoa.
he's ready. I think he knew he was ready. He knew he was ready, and he went for it. Like that's what I think. That's why I think this is one of the things Ashake taught people as well. Now Ashake started with the EP, but that EP was like the beginning because it was like it came with the single and everything. For some artists, after that run, the Palazzo, the Terminator, they would have been tempted to just drop like a 6-track EP, 3 new songs.
Album
They
time.
defied the album, right? Ashake went in with an album straight. So that's what Luna did, and I respect it. Fantastic album, like good concept, a lot of art, a lot of emotions, true story, what it feels like, what it feels like. You can connect with it. Then I think I like Madame Diarist, album as well by Dotty the Deity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's one of those albums that really reminds you of the influence for indigenous Nigerian music,
Folk music.
highlife,
Which is
Plenty
still
of
big,
Aging
which is huge
Gold,
big. Yeah.
and about 30 before AG became
Yeah.
the body he used to be. Shout out to AG, right? So yeah, so those I would say joint fourth. Then number 5, I think he came with a streamer. That would be Fino, full-time job. I think
I haven't
think
listened
I
yet.
think
That's a
I
good
think
album.
Fino came with a last minute
Last
I
minute
haven't
header.
heard it.
last
The only
minute
song I've heard
header.
is the one that features that has the hush puppy voice.
Grateful. Is that grateful? The one with the flow.
The one that was that also people was giving them advice. I think that's the first song on
Another
the
album
I
I'll
don't
pick
know.
for Outsider is this one is a wild pick, left pick, 12 Summers by BOJ.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Listen
haven't
to the
heard it.
album. It's a
Yeah,
very good album.
It's a good
What do you guys
album.
think about this Show Them Cap and Cavemen album?
I think it's good. I didn't enjoy it a lot.
It's good. So
It's good.
it's on the same issue we have with Wizkid's new single,
Okay.
right? We've heard the sound. Like if you're a newcomer and you're hearing Shonen Camp off that album, you'll be amazed. You'll be like, oh my god. But bro, I've been listening to Shonen Camp since 08, 09.
I think they even tried to flip it. I think with the Paiwan Music TV, I think that's where they knew the sound has peaked.
Yeah.
The reception showed that the sound has peaked, so they tried like now do it like they.
I think I know too much of Shonen Camp. So I think I have a delete high of them. Because I know all about that whole jaded feeling, life in Lagos, love,
Yeah.
cheating and all that stuff.
Plus,
If you follow tech, especially tech, you know that that's a tech album by the
Yeah.
way. This album is a tech album by the
Tech
way.
or Ghost.
It's tech.
Tech. I was
tech.
talking like the person that used to talk about that.
Yeah,
Relationship
tech.
stuff
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
tech. The tech used to say
Yeah.
Egbo went to the
Egbo.
house with.
Yeah, 3 pies.
Egbo.
that's tech.
I love that
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
Yeah, but
But-
it's still a good album though.
I think it's like I think he's the way I see the album, right? I see it as sound man before meal. I think they tried something that they can perfect on the next album.
Yeah.
With
I think they're in transition of something.
you get the transition of something with the Instikak and Caveman coming together to do that stuff. I think my favorite is the last song, the one with Mologo.
Mologo is the best.
Verse goes
Molo-
and take drop on the
Mologo
song.
Mologo is the best artist that always gets featured on any Show Them Camp album. If you see
Mologo?
Mologo on any Show Them Camp project,
It's
go and listen
going
to
to
it.
eat, Sha. I
It's going
can't
to
lie.
eat. It's
Mologo
going to
is
eat.
yes.
You go
actually.
enter.
Yeah, the vex.
Mologo and Show Them Come the cheat.
Yeah.
The cheat.
Then we don't know if they maybe Edis will start doing 10 albums like Grammys, 10 albums for nomination. I think maybe I think Team Dakolo might have a look in. I think it was a very strong album, although like commercial success blah blah used to count as well. So
I think we need to start even beyond awards, like gatekeepers, curators. We need to start expanding beyond Afrobeats and start looking at other genres
Yes.
to give our industry a chance.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Team Dakolo and Ilblis. Yeah.
So, okay, before I ask the next question, of course, we're going on a quick break. Don't forget that the entire episode, the full thing, comes out on Monday on your favorite streaming platform. We're only going to break on TV. So you just miss some things on TV, but the full thing comes out on your favorite streaming platform on Monday. And this is still Zero Conditions on Pop Central, channel 189. one part of the conversation that AOT mentioned, which is that we need to start looking beyond Afrobeats. Are you like for the award system in Nigeria? The conversation where people say things like artists outside of Afrobeat do not get as much recognition as them High Life guys, as them Akbala guys. How do you think that can be fixed? And do you think that's a problem with the
They
award
don't get
system?
as much recognition as the iLife guys, Aquala guys.
The High Life guys and the Akbala guys don't get as much
The
recognition
other genres
as the
don't get as much
Afrobeats-
as Afrobeat.
as the Afrobeat guys. That do you think that that's a thing that we need to fix internally?
I
And
don't,
how?
I don't think it's a job for the awards
Yeah.
to do. It's a job for the music industry to do.
Yes.
To start going beyond. Oh, let's sign the hottest Afrobeat artists. What about Fuji? What about Juju? High Life is still big in the East. What about that? The North is basically untapped. There's gospel music and other genres of music. There's folk. Dirty the Deity in the normal music industry should be one of the most exciting artists right now. One of the biggest
It's a charm.
Wizard Chan.
Come on, man.
What Wizard Chan is doing. But it seems, if your music doesn't sound this way, we can't sign you. Right? We need to start having that discussion because whether we like it or not, one day Afrobeats go cast. And we need to fall back. And Nigeria is we have too many genres of music that are solid, with solid fan base, solid consumer base, that we should only be looking at Afrobeats. We need to widen the scope. Yeah. When we widen the scope, is now when awards cannot celebrate you for having an achievement. But if you never achieved anything because we've not heard your music, then what's there to celebrate?
I totally agree with you. And I think we once we can expand the listener base of each genre. Look at country, for example. Look at how strong the strong country listener base is, and hip hop as well, and everything, right? So it's like we cannot one award show cannot possibly
even
cater for
everybody. That's why country music awards is on its own.
Like you
That's
can
why
win,
have
like
BET
there's a
hip-hop
country
awards.
music category in the Grammy,
Yeah.
but the country artists look forward to CMA more.
CMA is bigger.
more than they will possibly.
They don't play with their
Grammy.
CMA.
They don't joke with it. They
don't
keep
joke
the
with
hell
it.
out of it.
They-
I think Beyonce might know it or two about that.
Oh,
Shut
she does.
your mouth.
She does. She does. Shout out to Shabuzi though. He entered it. They allowed our boy enter. Yeah.
Late screamer.
Yeah. There's rock music in America, which is huge again.
Yeah.
Different genres of music have
Yeah.
made America
And
worse.
look at hip hop, right? When hip hop they felt like actually hip hop is black music, right? They felt like okay, we're not like the Grammys are not representing us well. There's the BET. Then there's the BET hip hop again.
Yeah.
Look at Soul. There's a Soul Train Award, right? So there are awards to cater for different genres. So like Eddie's, I think Eddie's cannot, or Nigerian award shows like
Cannot
what we
accurately
have,
cover
they
everybody.
cannot cover everything. They cannot cover everything. I mean, they could try. I think I will applaud Eddie's that they've been more inclusive over like more recently.
Yeah, last 3, 4, 5 years.
5 years more inclusive, right? But I think number one, the ecosystem, each
Genre.
genre, the ecosystem needs to sit down and think about what next. How do we ever pass the part to the next generation?
Yeah.
From Fuji, like they should be encouraging and Ashake, the likes of Pasuma, when they see Ashake, they tell him do a Fuji album.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shukpa, when they see Ashake, when they see She Vibe, they should tell him, yeah, go and do a Fuji.
We've not had a Fuji breakout star in this country for like 20, 30
I was
years.
about to mention that
Which is
now.
crazy.
I was in a rabbit hole of just studying Fuji, all the Fuji beefs from the 80s downward.
Fuji
All the
beef is
Fuji
strong.
with the music. I was listening to all the music that soundtrack it. I listened to all the music Pasuma and Oshopa did during their own Two Elephants combination, all these things. Like so, you understand? Like there's a lot of stuff.
There's a strong
But
ecosystem there.
was stuck in a particular generation. The batting wasn't handed down.
Yeah.
It wasn't handed down, right? So it's just about like, and once you could have like, and now every music, every genre can be popular.
Yes.
Can be pop.
Can be the
Without
pop of his
actually-
time.
Yeah, of his time, without losing that genre. You understand? Shabuzi is a country artist, but for all intent and purposes, is a pop star as well. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the only way forward. It's now. I don't think we can leave the job to award ceremonies.
Award making
They
now.
need to say this industry wide stuff like
Yes,
the-
and
the
everybody,
gatekeepers, those with
yeah.
the money. They need to go and invest it somewhere.
High life people should sit down and say, okay, how do we take high life beyond this? How do we make it modern so a new generation can understand it and embrace it?
And also like make it more popular, not be like an East kind of sound thing where everybody
Yeah.
oh my god, it's just from
Funny
the
enough, high life was southern because there was high life in the southwest, there was high life in south and southeast.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody-
we just moved on because Fuji took over. Fuji killed everybody in the 80s. So, but high life still remained, top in southeast.
So Skepta put out a tweet where he said that the UK music scene is dead, smallest, most segregated, label-run crabs in a barrel scene of all sins. I have tried to collab with everyone, whether they are up and coming or not, but if everybody just wants to get signed and segregated, what is the point? Maybe because I'm from a nurtured scene, pirate radio, magazine, rave shoots, I'm really feeling the void now. Is the concept of an organic underground scene dead?
You want me to say something?
It's UK now.
It's happy for UK.
I
Shout out
don't
to
know.
all of them. Shout out to C. Shout out to
It's just funny that he's saying this when UK rappers are not like the hottest rappers in the world. Like, that's one.
Some
I
of
think it's access. I think that issue of access. It's issue of label protecting their price assets and
Yeah.
not allowing them to through collaboration.
Which is normal because
It's normal.
when our industry begins to get more structured now, everybody's taking care of their investments. So those collaborations that were organic before are not going to be organic again. It's
Like
simple.
people you can eat up before and text. Now you have to put on a bit more. You have to text a manager,
send a mail to somebody. It's normal.
Somebody will decide. Like somebody said it before. There's this American artist that said before that clearing a song don't used to be like this. That now he doesn't understand how he has to be speaking to a label before. See, before you just pick up the phone and you speak to your guy and they clear the song. Now you have to speak to a label. I can't remember the rapper that said it.
Oh my God, shock you.
One rapper said it. Like, so it's the reality of things. And I know there's a bit more context
Yeah,
towards
for- yeah,
Skep's
you
thing,
can-
but
yeah.
I mean, I don't have it.
It's a UK thing.
The UK thing, so I hope
There's
they
an
feel like
innate, an innate
It's an
situation.
innate
that.
thing.
Yeah, it's an innate thing.
Are you guys excited to? Are you guys excited for the beef to end? I saw that
Which
when,
beef?
of course, in the house at home here.
Beef there, Nigeria.
Which beef between you and who?
Wait, now
Speak
What's the
openly.
practice to this
let
beef?
me get there.
Okay. You must mention names, so.
Of course, I will.
Okay.
So when Wizkid, of course, dropped his music and Davido's cousin tweeted about, I think that one was just in his own corner,
Is it a prank? No.
Shina prank,
Yeah.
and the guy was just tweeting on his own apparently, and the fans went and they started attacking him. He had to put out another tweet saying, "That's not what I'm talking about. Me, I just did a tweet my own thing."
Are you buying that?
Am I buying
Did you
it?
buy that?
Am I buying his second tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay.
Wow. So are you saying I'm the one that's the problem here?
No, I never said that now. Do you think you're the problem?
See, whatever back and forth Wizkid and Davido have is nothing new in Nigerian music.
Yeah, it's just.
The greats have always had beef. It's
Are you
normal.
not tired of it though?
I mean, this part.
It's not for you. It's not
Do you
for
guys
you.
find? I don't find. Do you find? I don't find it entertaining.
I don't.
That's
find
to you
it-
now.
I think from a media perspective, I think there's an entertaining part to it because there's a social media part to it now. There's a crash. There's the crashing out part to it. But I think what I don't like about it is that there's not really a lot of substance to it. There's really no music. Like when we talk about this stuff, 20 years from now, right? I will talk about. Oh, remember when Wizkid and Davido beefed? When they say, what can we listen to refer to this beef? There's nothing.
So are you saying that they should do a music for the beef?
There's nothing. It's not about doing it. They are not rappers, right? So I won't say they will do it face off.
But at least a little bit of reference.
There's a bit of reference, a bit of context. Like, you know what's exhausting? Like, you don't even know what. Like, okay, people behind the scene. Like, if it's not something we come out and say, okay, I had this in confidence and stuff like that. But I mean, the average listener understands what led to the beef from Jay-Z to Nas, from Pusha to Drake, from Drake to Kendrick. The average rap fan understand. Okay, this is what you can break it down.
Yeah.
But now I cannot sit down and say I want to do an explainer of the beef.
It's hard. It's too
And
cloudy.
It's too cloudy. And even this current one, even if I have a bit of context, I know what's happening behind the scene. It's not something I can see because there's a lot of confidentiality to it. So it's at some point it's just like, okay, you guys are just making faces in darkness. Then you guys are not coming outside and insulting each other. And
I think in general,
Oh,
like
why?
if there must be beef, it must also push the arts. Look
Yes,
at the
must
Drake.
promote the arts.
Look at Drake and Kendrick.
yeah,
Classic
Hip-hop-
records from both guys.
Yeah, hip hop is at
It's at its highest.
Yes, it's at its highest.
After
now.
a very bad last year, they came out and they're dropping classic albums back and forth. So let's just tell in the
Hip
music.
hop can win Song of the Year at the Grammy. Strong chance.
Yeah.
I mean, not like us. It's going to be headlining the this thing, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
All from a beef.
So you guys are more concerned about the cultural impact of the beef.
Yes, because that should be the cocoa at the
As
end of the
someone-
day.
as someone who love hip hop a lot,
Are you
and
guys
who
for
spend a
real?
lot of time on that, like I think, and hip hop as influenced Afrobeat. I think there should be a bit of context to the beef. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think that, you see, to me, this entire situation, what you guys have said, I totally do not agree.
Why?
Because I feel like this kind of opinions or this kind of narrative is what continues to fuel beefs. Like if you're saying things like, oh, this Kendrick Lamar, Drake situation, there's a timeline to it when it comes to the music.
Yeah.
It just basically feels like you guys are saying that so long as there's a timeline and it's documented within the music space, it is okay.
See,
Why
competition,
can't it be a
competition is not bad though.
It's see this beef has
Why can't
benefited
everybody
both of
be in
them.
peace though?
Competition is not bad though.
It's not. I'm sorry, the world just doesn't work like that. I don't think there's.
What did you say? Sorry.
Why
Why can't
can't
they just all
everybody
be in peace and be featuring
It
each
can't
other?
happen because
Don't
hip hop
work
is
like
a
that.
competitive sport.
Yeah.
There must always be a king.
Even music generally.
Or music
Even
generally.
Music generally.
Yeah.
Prince and MJ. Like this, the Wanted and One Direction had beef. Wanted were not like they pop for
Prince
like a
and
year.
MJ could not stand each other. Could not stand
Yeah.
each other at all. You know, when Shina Peters dropped his album that scattered everywhere, KSA was like, I'll pay this guy like 1 million or 1 million naira if he does it again. Because he felt that nah, this guy just an upstart. He can't do it again. There will always be beef.
Oshupa and Pasuma.
The Fuji wars of Oshukpa, Pasuma, and K1 Kwamon, almost a decade.
Yes, now
almost a,
King on top
the title of King. How did it start? They don't gonna be barista. This barista. Then I said, okay, who is the king of Fuji?
Who and who went to be barista now?
Is K1 and Oshukpa. Okay. That was the issue. Who is the king of Fuji? Barista said K1 is the king of music.
Yeah.
Music.
Oshukpa is the king of Fuji. Now so the civil war started. And
Pasuma was angry that Oshupa was calling himself the king of
yeah.
Fuji.
And Pasuma now went on. He went to K1 Kwamon's side.
Yeah. That why he calling himself
Yeah.
the music.
And that's when Pasuma called himself the crown prince of Fuji.
Yeah.
See, the Fuji, oh bro, forget. And their records. When you hear it, that you hear them.
Yeah,
They,
like if
they
you
are going back
go
and
on
forth.
TikTok, if you have time this night before you sleep, go on TikTok. There's a rabbit
It's always
hole
on TikTok. You see
There's a
it.
rabbit hole there, and even at that point, they were also under studies beefing on behalf of these guys.
Yes.
Yes, you understood.
It's only recently that I can now see Oshukpa and Pasuma not chilling together
Yeah.
side by side. Though. It's recently. They had a long one.
It's just see it as curators, right? And for the history of the music itself, again, as AOT said, see, you guys have. There's no way they will say they have not benefited from this rivalry.
Of
It
course.
has helped you build a strong fan base. It has pushed you guys to be the best version of yourself. It's always been this 2 horse race until a certain man popped up. I'm sure everybody is the most talented artist in the history of this country.
Mr. Ogulu.
That is the best to ever do it in terms of pure talent. That is not anybody's mate, right? But so you guys have like, and even he himself, he's had his own fair share of beef among
Yes.
these guys, right? So it's see, there's beef at the top. There's always beef at the top. Like, and if it has helped you guys career-wise, you guys should also use it to promote the art. We had Fem,
Yeah, that was a jump.
Yep.
yeah, and there was subliminals,
Subliminals.
What's this thing? Subs in this thing.
Subliminals.
Subliminals in this thing. In Trust and Store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some gunshots there.
Yeah, gunshot, yeah.
Yeah, that's-
So it's just like, so at least when we're going to talk about this music eventually, like,
And that
this
is-
beef, years from now, we'll say go listen to
this record.
this record there.
There's no reference points. So everything is oral history, which doesn't. That's why we say one Wizkid of back to the matter, open and close.
Yeah.
15 mapper.
Yeah.
Back then when you know that Wiz did the lungu with all of them like how they go. Now, this one now is too British.
I really just
it's
hope
too
that,
in it.
oh my god,
It's too
I
in it.
really just hope that artists continue to remember that these fans are just here for the entertainment. They don't care about
No, as long as it doesn't get violent, I'm fine.
Yeah.
As long as they know we're bringing out guns, but it's just basically off records. I say, fine, please go at it. Go at it.
So Wani Wonder tweeted something. I'm sure you know Wani Wonder the artist.
Again, no.
I like Wani now. Wani is a very gifted guy.
Wani,
He said
Wani has a project coming up. You guys should look out for that project.
He said every time motherfuckers drop, it just makes it clearer and clearer that Burna is superior when it comes to the music.
Just go to my page. If you want to know my opinion on this, go to my page and search Burna Boy.
Let me go and see what Adeayo said.
No,
Did you see that?
like,
No.
what the things I've said about Burna Boy's talent. I think there was this time where,
Okay.
like, it went on, it was in conversation for like 2 days, and I was dragged to like this place.
The people started dragging him. Sorry, people started dragging him. That why is he saying that? He shouldn't be the one to be saying that because he has no blood. Yada yada yada.
But as a fan or as a musician or as a singer, he knows talent.
Yeah.
And you understand the depth of his
And
talent.
it's very unbound for Wani. Wani has not been someone to really
Yes,
care
actually.
about his talent.
Yeah.
You know, I respect Wani and I love Wani and I love artists like that and I respect them. I respect artists who don't feel the need to take
Pander.
themselves pander to a particular superstar because they want that
OG
superstar
cosign.
fan base to stream their music. to
Actually,
them.
that's very bold.
I think if you pander like that, especially when you don't have the talent to match, I don't think you will blow.
That's actually very bold.
And Wani has talent.
Yeah.
Wani they sing.
Yeah, and I don't think he cares about like blowing. He just wants he wants to
Do good music.
Yeah, he wants to do good music and build a listener
His
base.
community.
Right. So I think that if that's sentiment, that Burna is better than everybody, he's not alone. A couple of other people share that.
It's not found now. It's not found now. The boy has done it. Now. I don't
But as an
understand.
artist saying that,
The problem is that we can't take away the man away from the artist. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah.
I tell you, in my opinion, no. I'll just keep it Nigerian mainstream music, right? Because if I take it like all over, it will be like apples and tomatoes, this and that. But in the issue of Nigerian mainstream music, I don't think there's anybody as talented as Burna Boy. There's just one person that they can say, okay, it's him and this person, and I'll put him above that person. Even though if you put that person above him, I will not fight you.
Yeah. I think I know the person. Yeah.
Guy Burna Boy.
In terms of range, I've said it too. In terms of range in this country, Two-Face and Burna,
Yeah.
it's fight to the death. Trust me.
Yeah.
You can't put
If you
them.
if
Two
you
them
say-
side by side.
Yeah, if you say it's too about all well and good.
It's fine. If you
But
say,
for me,
I know why you say that.
I don't think they say.
Burna will do R&B. He will
my
do
God.
dancehall.
If
He
he tell you
Hip-hop.
that-
will do hip hop.
If he tell
So
you
as a
that-
rapper.
If he tell you that he wants to rap, there was this day he say, I say if you guys should be happy, he say he doesn't want to be doing rap. If he wants to do rap, he will body all of you. So if someone that want to share that sentiment, it's not unfounded. I mean, he's talking about Burna Boy here.
Yeah, it's true. Burna and Two-Face at the.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening, for instance, which day when I was driving, I was just like, damn, God.
but I think we should take a minute to talk about like Two-Face for like. I think that some really young people in this generation might never
See,
understand.
that's the problem. You say young.
brilliance- Yeah.
You say young.
The brilliance of Two-Face, and I think that because of how like he's not trying to do music like right now.
He's doing actually. He's working on an album.
Yeah.
He's dropping an album?
Yeah, he's working on an
He's
album.
working on an album.
I hope he gets the verses. The vibes.
See me, I don't care. I don't even get. You
I
will not
want
get
the
this.
album.
That day
It
drop.
doesn't even need to even give. I don't even think it needs all
No,
that.
for that thing again, you are saying that you need a younger audience so to understand.
You need to be able to evolve, like tap into
Two-Face.
creative space, work with
He's
producers.
actually insane.
God.
He's actually
See,
insane.
I can remember where I was.
Insane.
I can remember where. See, my life into studying music, where I like music, was growing up. I grew up in Kano, Sabongiri, 47 feet.
I didn't know you grew up in Kano.
Yes, now. I grew up in Kano. I was born in Kano. So,
Oh, are you for real?
yes, now.
You don't want to sound like a crazy person sometimes.
Beg your pardon?
So you say, okay.
No,
Okay.
Kano can double. Kano to
Obviously.
big you. I couldn't make a one picker.
You see how?
Okay, now.
Hey, no, normal. Normal.
Anyway, so like I had people they used to play Cisco, like neighbors, like that guy, and they were playing Plantation album, Plantation Boys album.
Ah,
Damn. I was like, who be these people? I was like 6. I'll be writing it down.
I remember.
Then I was in 2004, face to face. 2004. I was 2005. I think I was in like primary. I was in primary 5 or 4. That album came out. Then Grass to Grace. By Grass to Grace, I done the gather money, buy CDs and everything in the Pisco era.
See.
So I understand like I will not be a vehemently, strongly musical person.
Two-Face
if not for
from
people like
Plantation
Two-Face.
Boys to that face-to-face era, bro.
I swear.
Baba,
He
Two-Face
there was no
like you.
missing. He was on fire. No, Two-Face.
And I also
Two-Face is the reason why we believe that our generation believe that we can do this thing.
Yeah, we can go far.
He's the one that gave us that
Yeah.
courage. Like he's
Taught
the
us how
one.
to make music.
No. Two-Face.
And my reference track for him. I mean, there's anyone you can mention anyone for me. When I say I want to recommend someone for someone to listen to Two-Face's genius, it's only me.
Which one?
God.
Only me.
If to say
Not
not
just
just
Ah.
me.
Wait,
That's the
so-
comeback album now, bro.
See, that's one of the best writing I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like me.
The writing.
Me,
is mad.
whenever I think about like Two-Face music,
Two-Face has so many gems, sir.
Ole.
Oh,
I am
Right
calling
here.
you. That you see that only me. You see Dance in the Rain.
is it teardrops?
Dance in the rain. Tears drop.
Oh God.
Nah.
Like I got.
Wait.
See, I have to go and jam it to school this night.
Wait, there's this
Let's
song.
go here as I dey go out.
Two Vava, no
Let's go
lady.
here as I dey go out.
Hey.
There's this song I'm trying to remember where he talking about. Do you think that I was toasting?
Yeah, that's
Uh-uh.
If Love is a Crime.
Yeah, who loves the crime?
That one I was
Nah.
in GSS 1, 2. They played that thing for social night. True love, true love. True love.
No, but Tubaba, she needs to come back with that album. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to that album.
Yeah, Tubaba. I think Tubaba, Burna Boy, most talented.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like.
Take away from anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you could like when it comes to the greatest, I will never concede beyond those two. Like those are like if there's like conversation of the most talented artists in this show Afrobeat, it has to be those two.
It has to be those two.
Talented.
Nigerian pop music, those two. For me, it's Burna Boy, but it has to be those two. But when it comes to the greatest, yeah, the convention can be like
opened up to
5
other
people.
Yeah, you opened door to more
Yeah,
people.
4 or
Yeah.
5
Great.
people. who
So
is the
so the,
greatest.
so the conversation is the most talented,
Yeah.
not the most greatest.
No, it's not
Okay,
the
that
greatest.
I hear that.
mean, the
I hear
greatest is
that.
different.
I hear that 100%. Which emerging artists are you excited about? I feel like last year we had a lot of emerging
Like Breakout Star.
breakout superstars that came and dominated. This year, it just feels like they're doing the music, they're trying, but which ones are exciting to you?
This year, I K-Star did for me this year a lot.
Kesa is good.
K-Star,
Kesa.
K-Star, drop Igberi, drop
K-Star.
My Dealer, drop the EP. I think K-Star is one of the people bringing indigenous vibrancy to our music.
And in an exciting way.
Yeah, all the way from Port Harcourt.
PH
There's-
boy.
Yeah, going to Port Harcourt, bringing that sound. I think K-Star has the talent to become a driving force for our music, especially when it comes to sonic evolution. I think once his music can find a mass audience, I think it's going to lead us in a rich sonic direction. So there's K-Star, there's Lona, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's Taves.
Yeah, I like Taves.
I think Taves is making music that I think we've not had. I mean, we've always had people within that era, but it's making that brings that Yankee. We had Wizkid, and I think now we have Taves. Like, it's making music that you should be making, music for a generation.
For a
Like,
generation,
I think
yes.
if you're 30, like myself, I might not really be.
I like his sound.
Yeah, but I love his sound. And when I
love
hear it,
his
I be
sound.
like, I want to sign this boy. This reminds me of Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber was making beats.
Yeah.
Understand? So
Yeah.
so like talented, like he's making music that you know that you want to watch him grow, like document how his music evolved over time and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's Shine TTW. There's Shine. There's Good as Fuck.
Yeah.
Code AF. I mean, Code AF, I think she's
Hard.
crazy. She's
She's
crazy.
hard.
Like
Really hard.
the way
Very unpredictable.
unpredictable, and range is crazy. And why I like her is that she's making sound that maybe you've heard it before, you're like, you know it, like that dancehall vibe, but she still finds a way to bring something
yeah.
To make it
spectacular
modern,
to
yes.
To make it more of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like make more of her. You can find that a lot in that
Yep.
sound. Yeah, so yeah, those are the people I'll say. Yeah, I mean, shout out everybody, shout. Then of course the street guys, TML,
Muiz there.
there's someone I'm
Ayomaf.
forgetting. Ayomaf, yeah, Ayomaf. All of them. Yeah. Nas Boy, of course. I mean, how will I forget Nas Boy?
That's
Nas
it.
Boy is one of the breakout stars of this.
Two-Face Junior.
Yeah, he's a mixture of Tubaba and Davido.
Yeah.
A mixture of both of them.
What do you,
I'm really impressed about how he's gone from a comedian to an artist.
Yeah.
Like, it's now like there's an acceptance of being a musician.
yes.
Yeah.
There's a penetration of his art as an artist
yes.
to as a singer now. So the conversation. So when he came, we're having a conversation about how he feels that because he's a comedian, on social media, and people have known him as that, it's difficult for him to be able to do music and people accept him 100% just because they know him as that. Do you think that the fans make it difficult for artists to try other things and also have and not put them in a box? Because a lot of times artists be complaining about being put in a box, be it with genres, be it with who they collaborate with, be it with evolving. And I also worry that a lot of times when we have these conversations, we always sometimes say that, take for example, for Wiz, when people be saying, oh my God, he keeps doing this R&B sound, we want him to go back to Ojo Elegba, want him to go back to this. How do artists find a balance between doing what they want to do, finding their own niche, and going towards what the fans want? It's just, I feel like the lives of artists are just very chaotic.
For that boy, I think if you've been doing comedy for a while, people just naturally accepted you as, a comedian. Then you now saying you want to sing. It feels like a cash grab because we've seen some comedians do that and like, guys, just keep cracking jokes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the easiest transition. Even in America, it took Jamie Foxx a while for him to break out. So now people say, he can sing.
Yeah.
He just needs consistency, that's all.
Yeah.
He needs to be consistent with it.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he was never quiet about the fact that he's a singer.
Yes.
Yeah, even in
From
his
the
skits,
beginning.
you could see that he
Yes.
was always showing
Yes.
I can sing.
Yes,
sing.
I
He started off music.
Yeah,
He said that
before.
An
He was signed
artist,
by
yes.
Motola before, and
Yes.
stuff didn't work out and everything. So it's like, I mean that. So it's he has that part, and there's a lot of hard work as well.
Yes.
So now there's the talent part of it. There's no for him, it's not a gimmick. Nas Boy. This is not Nas Boy trying to say, this is a gimmick. This as AOT said, I just want to. Music is popular now. I want to.
Small cash
That's what he
grab.
always wanted to do.
Yeah, so he wants to be a musician. He's a musician, and he makes good music. He makes you might not like how your song might sound a bit dated, like old school Afrobeat, maybe what some people call Mama Papa Afrobeat.
That's what I
kind of
like
thing.
about
But
his music.
yeah,
actually.
you see that song with Chiki, I love that. that song?
Love.
I'm not the biggest fan of Umbrella.
I'm not big fan of
Which one's the from
Umbrella.
Umbrella?
The one day.
No, which one is it? Ashawo don't fall in love.
Oh.
No, I didn't like the short skirt one because I feel that was like
Don't love. Oh,
I love
I like that song. Short. I don't like short skirt.
because that one was obviously let's go viral on TikTok.
Yeah,
I didn't like that
it's,
one.
it's very, it's very.
But I like that one that I was
sticky.
talking about hunger in the land or something.
On
That,
that.
I was about to go there. The verse that Vector dropped on that song was hard.
It's Vector now.
It's Vector now. Waiting on if you work Vector, give me 18. You will give me the 18.
I
No,
was
Vector
just
now.
like,
it's not as
Difficult level 10, delivery level 10,
I was just
skill
like-
level 10.
all right then. You know it's
do you
Vector.
understand?
It's
And he
VC.
does it with so much swag.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes,
It's cool.
he's a cool guy.
I think they're in NATO Ice Prince, coolest.
Yeah.
Coolest, yeah. They
Coolest.
do rap in a very
Then-
cool
then
way.
Classy. Then there's Alaga on another level. Of,
No, our guy
Yeah,
is
yeah.
premium.
Aga, Iblis, kind of like.
Those are the boss. Like we are the
Yeah.
boss. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But anyway, shout out to Nas Boy. So like you said, it's just the fans not taking you seriously and you consistently doing it.
He has to just be consistent.
it's difficult to evolve into like it's difficult to move from being something to become something else. Now, what people like to do is that they like to leverage their stardom in something else, in something.
Doesn't work.
Like for example, you are a famous actor. Yeah, you want to leverage that your stardom into music. It doesn't always work. And if at all anything, it has failed consistently. That's why Nas Boy success needs to be applauded. Do you know how big in every voice when she started to make one logo line?
Mm-hmm.
Those
No
ones-
mouth.
That's her album name now.
Yeah, one logo.
One
This
logo,
was Genevieve at the height of Genevieve could enter any house and they would say,
Bro.
Genevieve,
Genevieve was a god. They were
Omotola too
banned-
tried it.
Omotola too. Jimike.
Jimike, bro.
Then Shegun Arizi, Ramsey.
We actually
Why
had
not
a
people don't
period
make
when
music?
there's actually a period when Nollywood actors and actresses
Oh, that was the cash grab for
really
them.
Yeah,
thought
that
they
was
were going to
that, yeah.
become the next.
No, there was some bad music that
No,
there was one that
Jimike song.
Samsung made one music with somebody who stole the meat from. Do you know that song? Who stole the meat
That's a lie.
from the cooking pot?
That's a
Jimike did a song.
Why
with
go
two-
they lie? There's a song. Go to your Spotify.
Jimike did a
Mama,
song. Jimike
I
did.
didn't steal the meat from
That's
the
it.
cooking
Who
pot.
started
AOT
it?
said they lie. This song no they exist.
There's a time that we are really suffering.
Samsung, the Bianule is on the song with someone else.
who stole the maid.
Yes, who stole the meat from the
Jimike
cooking
did a
pot?
song
I
with-
swear to God, it's a song.
Jimike did a song with
Like,
Two Face.
you don't follow Nigerian music for long.
Melody. Jimike did a song with Two Face.
Two
You
Baba,
hear
yes.
that song, you laugh.
Yes.
You will laugh. You will
This-
laugh.
But Genevieve actually had a hit too. No
Yes,
more.
sir. Yes, sir.
We forced ourselves to like
Yeah,
that
we
song.
forced ourselves like that. But then
Bro.
Mama G walked out because Mama G brought movie and music.
It was like a soundtrack.
You don't get.
It was like this guy too now.
Osofia.
Or Sophia.
You
know he wasn't
they
the one
brought
singing.
it together.
You know he wasn't the one singing.
Yeah,
Remind me.
it was this man.
It was the producer,
Stanley
Stanley
Okori
Okori, that was
Stanley
singing.
Okori that was doing all the music.
They did it like a soundtrack.
Yeah.
So they're basically doing soundtracks.
There's a
sorry.
cinematic experience to the music.
Yeah, it feels as if you're watching them.
When
singing
somebody
in the
talk
movie.
about all the single ladies, Nago girls band, a national cake, na me get am.
I know that one.
President, na my
It
brother.
feels like
sister.
you're watching a
You be
movie
the
and that's what
man-
they're
the man- like-
Wait, did you guys just casually move from what you just mentioned Stanley Okori doing what?
Yes,
Stanley Okori was the one that
wrote-
sang that song.
Yeah, that did the Osofia album.
So he was just that was my me.
You just lip sync.
You're lip syncing it.
Oh my god! But there's actually a period when Nollywood actors and actresses were going hard with this music thing, and they felt like no.
She will say when Ketesha was in gospel.
Yeah. All of them, like it was had like almost all of them that were.
But
people
Fowles
that
has been
made
able to
music.
successfully do it.
Fowles, right? But Fowles blew as an artist now.
But he has been able to now combine it with acting and also like comedy. And
It's
Yeah,
easier
it's
to leverage
easier to act
acting,
now.
acting, music and acting. We've seen musicians turn into actors.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
now.
easy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yes,
That's
now.
not being.
Even in
Well,
US, it's not a Nigerian thing. In US, it's actually a thing.
Yes,
The
it
thing,
is.
yeah.
It's a thing where you're a
That
popping
pipeline.
artist, you're a pipeline, then you make a movie.
The biggest
or
example
yeah.
is Will Smith. Now, Will Smith
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
rapper.
Or even
rapper.
all the young guys, the Tyrese, all these guys, them Coco Jones,
Yeah,
a lot of the young
Ice
guys.
Cube was a
Ice
rapper. They
Cube.
told him, "Guy, come and act." And from there, he just had
Yeah. Tupac get film.
Tupac get like 6 films. Now,
Yeah.
before he died.
So anybody feel, but from another like from BB Niger, see how popular. You know how many winners have not struggled to make it. BB Niger has only produced one person that can identify as an artist.
Who?
One.
Who?
Bacon.
Yeah, Lekon is actually the most talented actor. of the
Yeah,
bunch.
he's the most talented. That's the only person that we can.
Is
that
he
people
the
say,
most
yes, he's an
talented
artist.
of the bunch, or he's the one that blew the most of the bunch?
Who's Sabi Rich Leko among all of them? See that you call the person.
Who get
I'm
talent?
asking.
No, who get?
Who
Is
get
it
talent
the one that
is
woo? Is it that?
Who?
On about shouting area.
Nah, come on. Lekon still has the most credible talent.
Haba.
Like,
Yes,
see,
now the most evidence of talent that this guy actually.
Well, evidence
because
of talent
What
actually
people
has
in
an
what people
album
in
that
Nigeria even
blew.
gives you is popularity. I don't think it gives you access to now leverage into another industry.
You don't even get music audience. You get audience when you
Yes,
find
you do.
gossip. You
And
want to sell them. You
lifestyle.
want to sell them music.
Yeah.
Like we don't want that.
Yeah,
shit.
now people in Nigeria is gossip,
Yeah.
no fights,
Off the road with that shit. Go and
controversy.
act. That's the best thing.
It's the
Yeah,
best
go
way
act.
for it to get go out.
Tayo, the two Tayos, Abi. No.
Kule, what's his name?
Tayo
Bakri.
and the other one.
The Bakri guy, what's his name now?
Toby.
Toby Bakri.
How
Toby
how
transitioned
forget
very
Toby
well.
name?
Yes,
Toby, yeah, look at
Toby transitioned
movie
very
star.
well.
Look
Yeah.
at Tayo.
Tayo funny not too. You tried. You did okay.
Sola.
Yeah, look, hey,
Bisola was
Bisola.
an actress before she jumped
Yeah,
into
she
movie in
was
Nigeria.
an actress.
Like showbiz, go to showbiz, Ebuka. See, go to
So
showbiz.
do you guys think that it's easier for people to break into the movie industry than it is for them to break into the music
The
industry?
Yes,
Nigerian
music
movie
industry is the hardest thing to anybody.
See, movie industry has a low barrier. You can enter the movie industry.
Yes,
You
now.
can enter Nollywood tomorrow and they'll give you just guarantee one YouTube film. You collect supporting
Also, know
actress.
somebody. I'm sorry. Like if you can know somebody, you can get a scene.
Yes.
You be in a good movie, and you see your talents might not be all there because we know people that are not that talented. When
It's
it comes to acting.
Nollywood. I said the
But
barrier low.
They always get role because you find you sabi people music. You feel sabi people. They feel give you verse. They give you verse tomorrow. But if your music no good,
Bro,
you no go blow.
They can put you in the
Don't
same
go to
camp
your
with
side.
Peruzzi. Peruzzi can write all your records.
Yeah.
Come out. Nigerians was like, no.
Nah,
You are
bro,
no.
off the road. Like,
Come out off mic, come out for stage. Just a go.
But now that you guys are
just now.
Music is music is
hard
deadly
though.
show.
I used to tell imagine
Yeah.
artists that see come. You have to be whenever they say okay, we need to speak imagine artists, I say you need to read your mind that there's a possibility that you will not blow.
Yes. That you a
Music is
total
hard.
failure in this.
That's why I hold back on Chris. I used to go hard on bigger artists. You can take it now. You are big now. You shouldn't be doing this with the resources at your disposal. But guys that are just starting out, I have like a lot of grace for them.
Yeah, it's grace,
a lot
a
of
lot.
tolerance for them. Because I know okay, you guys are not there and everything. Music, hard.
Music
Not
is
like not
hard.
making it too. Like making it is about ability, talent, how good you are, right?
Yeah.
But you see that to blow.
Successful.
That's success of music. You know why it's crazy? Because luck has a lot to do with it. Luck has a lot.
The
to
crowd
do
might just
with
look at
more
you
than
and
the
say,
talent.
the public might just listen to you and just
You
like,
know it is difficult to get a hit song than to make a good album.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Anybody can make a good
Anybody
album.
can, like,
Anybody
good
can.
album is just work
Talent.
ethic, a bit of talent, and clear direction.
A bit of talent for good album.
Yeah, you see,
Don't
a
need that
decent
much,
album.
A
You see,
decent album.
you cannot see anybody with a bit of talent cannot objectively make a bad song. You understand?
Yeah.
Like once you understand the rudimentary of music and you get a bit of talent, like if not to just essentially cosplay Wizkid, like you know, could definitely make like
But
objectively.
say me that
bad
song enter.
But say me that song enter as something else.
Omo.
So that's where number one, like elevated talent shows an element of luck. Each song, a lot of luck goes into it, and something that is a kind of dependent on luck, like their strategy, promotional strategy, and stuff like that. But the fact that there's a luck factor to it,
Therefore, you
No.
now to now become a star.
no, like for music, a movie, you can like James Cameron. You can bet 95% over 100 that any movie will drop.
His name is Gold. His name is Gold now.
But in Nigeria, if they say name TV artist, you can bet 95% that they drop an album. By Gwenta, you can know if you name 4.
Music is hard. See, you all gotta do music. First, go to bar beach first. Go wash your hands. Carry candle. Go and pray.
But also knowing this, isn't that like a lot of pressure too for the people that are in? Because when we talk about music being hard, I'm going to first of all attack the fact that you people are saying now that music is very hard to break through. It's hard to make a hit song and all of that. This time last year, when we were talking about music and the penetration of music, you guys said, I remember having a show with AOT, and AOT was like, it is easier to penetrate music now and have a hit song because of social media.
Yeah, I was comparing it to back then.
Yeah,
I'm
back
not saying
then
that it's
now,
easier
yeah.
about
So how come this year now we've not seen so much workings with the social media platforms?
it's life. That's how
Yeah,
life
it's
is.
life.
There are
It's,
ups and downs.
Is it like those- is it like
Rap
they've
rap
lost
last
their-
year was terrible.
Yeah, we're in diminishing return.
And it's diminishing return. We're
Yeah,
not turning
diminishing
out enough interesting people who sing anymore. So
Yeah, and if you look at the hit song from the last 2 years, it's been thanks to one person. Like the industry have told the part thanks to one person, and we know who.
take that guy out of the last 2 years.
Take
and-
like that guy out the last 2 years, they are going to be questions.
And that's because one of-
Although we can argue that maybe there's someone that would have filled the void or something that happened,
but not as big as that.
we
uh,
cannot argue,
impactful.
we cannot remove the fact that
What are
in
we
the
talking
last
about?
2 years, Ashake has defined what our music sound like.
Oh,
You understand, right? So, like now we're in that era where in this 2024, where we have seen the front, the back, and the center of Amapiano featured in Afrobeat.
Do you think
there's
the Amapiano fusion contributed a lot to this? To the drought?
It's contributed.
For me personally, if I hear do, I'm like, bro.
It contributed. I wouldn't. It contributed, but it played its role.
Yeah.
Every music has its time. We don't go from Bangolo, we don't go to Banku, to Ghana Bounce, to Shaku Shaku,
We don't
to
do
Zanku, to
must-
Malian.
It felt like
to
Amapiano didn't want to
mid-tempo.
go out gracefully. Like artists were sucking it dry. That
Yeah,
no,
like so. This is that now, and the other issue, there's saturation.
there are too many artists.
We have more artists than we've ever had, and Nigeria, our listener base is still screwing.
The industry is like this.
It's
It's
still
like
growing.
this. I want to put a whole no.
You understand? Like we now all of you guys are sharing the same listeners.
Yeah.
Now your fan being fan.
And you're not taking out the other guys because
Yeah,
the other
like
guys
so-
are still there.
I was about to say that. So, like, those are the top 3, top 4.
No, those ones are the
Yeah.
they are the demons in the industry. They know they
The,
go.
the supply is so much.
Supply is too
for the
much for the
consumer.
demand.
And so like and everything is sounding alike.
And some people sound like
there's nothing like heads and shoulders above. That's why when we at time where we've seen records that are clearly like superlative and better than the rest, they're blue. Ashake, Amapiano, Buga, and cool. Well, now you hear all of them are they're just
some
operating at the midpoint.
some artists sound like the fourth photocopy of an original artist.
Yeah.
So when you photocopy, it gets
Yeah.
watered down. Like, bro, I know where you got this from. There's nothing exciting. You are not even doing better than the person that
You
copied
get
it
down.
from. No, don't bother yourself. I think there's no innovation that much. And that's maybe because of the money people are putting in the market. Nobody wants to try anything wild, like just drum the way everybody drum. You see how Ayra Starr is wearing short skirts. Wear your short skirt like that.
Yep.
Too. Don't bother yourself. Don't say
Don't try
you're
something new.
don't follow the templates. Thank
I
you.
mean, like people are even at Shake's template. See, today I had an EP of a guy I really love, Imagine Artist. I really love. They asked me to review this EP. So I told them I can't. I won't. Because if I review it, it won't be good. Because an Ashake cosplay. It's from beginning to end. It's an Ashake copycat project. It's Ashake imitation, and imitation is like the biggest
Form
like
of flattery.
form of flattery. Right? But this one, like you flatter him, you don't flatter yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
flatter
you-
what you have, but
Yeah,
you're
you
flattering
don't
me.
shine you're not even like we can't find you, like you could do it and we can still find you in it. I mean, we knew how Shea Vibe came about
I was about to say that now,
But
but
you
that didn't
understand-
work. But that
because you found Shea Vibe.
No, because Shay, if you listen, you know that
when
this
you
guy is
get
different.
chance, say okay, this person follow.
Or
this
is it
person
Bank of
template.
America?
But when
Ah.
you go hear him, you go
Well,
hear
ah, this
Lamba. Lamba
one.
will say see, Shea Vibe's Lamba is original to him.
yes.
The way he's mixing the
Feel
he's
key.
So
he's
you know-
mixing KO.
Flaky.
He's
You
mixing
know,
KO
Ashake is
with-
melodious.
with Akpala.
Shay Vibe is more chanting.
Yes, punchy.
He's
Shea Vibe is more punchy. Chance.
He
Akpala.
doesn't add melody too much. He doesn't talk like that.
They
They
go.
go.
Yeah.
They go.
I think he's talking to you.
You understand? So that's why you have to find. You can't find you in it. It's just like you are doing covers of a particular artist. You understand? Like, I mean, it's
I mean,
not-
last year was good. We had Charlie Poppy and Odumodu because they broke the norm.
Yeah.
They looked at rap and scattered everything on top, put it on their head.
and Charlie Poppy is like the last person to come off Amapiano. The last exciting thing to come
Yeah.
off Amapiano. Ima and Oja
last
Piano
screamer.
together.
Yeah, because of that is Benin flow.
That is Benin flow. He brought something new into it.
The Benin addition.
Casey brought the Oja flute into it. Like, there's no, what do you want to go and bring into it now again?
Northern vibe.
Like, see, it's
You know,
played out.
don't do.
It's played out.
We are begging you, give South Africa collect. We are
It's
done.
played out.
Come
It's not-
on.
It's played out. So it's like, so I think that's also affecting it because if there's a dominant sound, then you add your own flavor to it. It helps you blow. Shea Vibe did it. It helped him. Charlie Poppy did the Benin Vibe. It helped him. Casey did it. He had another mainstream run. Now we have like even our piano is standing on one. Our piano fusion is standing on 1 foot now. It's standing on 1 foot now. So you can now see. I want to use this one to blow. Like we know the Ayra and McGee. You don't tire us. You won't use it and blow. So that's why even means like new acts are struggling because there's no a particular sound they can like bring their own uniqueness into. If you see the people that broke out between 1920, 21, like the what that Wizkid style,
Yeah.
they added their own bit of touch to it. You understand? They added their own bit of touch to it, and they became who they became. Normally, Rema and co. They, like U Stars, Logie, and everything. And then the street guys also added a bit of what Badu has done to what they are doing. Bella Shmoda, Zeno, and Mobad, like being influenced by Naira and everything like that, right? So they bite off a popular sound and a
Yeah.
popular artist.
But
and
now
put their
popular
own
sound
vibe
no
to it.
day.
But there's no dominant
I don't
soundscape sound
I don't think
now.
any producer is ready to say let me push a new sound. I don't know.
So what's the role of the producers in all of this drought?
To break a new sound.
Like to see, they have to push themselves together to craft a new sound. But you see, that's why, again, that's why I don't think people appreciate when a generational talent pops up, because you don't see them often. I said that it might take 10 years before you see someone like Ashake again. Like, he's going to go. Someone like him will pop up in 4 years. Like,
yeah, people underestimate Ashake. Like it's not easy.
Like that.
It's
Him and
no easy.
Majesty coming together to do that stuff, and how it's widespread and like it became like a fever. Everybody was doing the same thing. Like that's era defining. That's era defining, and we have to, like, if we're looking at era defining with the length it has had, like 3 years, 2022, 2023, it's still that sound is still the dominant sound till now. Even though it's waning, it's still the dominant sound till now.
People are just enjoy remember. Remember it's back on the
We're
charts.
in a
now.
limbo. We are waiting for what next. While we're
What
still holding on
next?
to it, right? So, like, if you look at era defining sound that lingered for that long, you can just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of them. So it's not about like, okay, producers want to push the sonic boundaries. They want to evolve the sound, but you need someone like an Ashake
Yeah, that can even follow you.
can
There. That can
execute
take it
and
there.
drop bam, 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 like knock the nail till he enter. When you had on Mokwe, you're like, okay, wow, this guy is good. They knock you Sumba, like what? They knock you Palazzo.
When I heard Palazzo, I said yes.
Yes, that's why that's his most important song
Yeah.
to me. I always say Palazzo is the reason why everything worked out.
Palazzo. When I heard
Which
Palazzo,
song is the song that he went on Instagram? I think it was Holding God.
Organize.
organized.
Oh my
No, at that point, he already heard Nigeria.
You
song.
know that it's
There was no way
You know
that
it's over. You don't say don't.
Wait.
at that point you don't die. You
Everybody
don't-
would not finish.
When we saw that video,
Like, you guys are in trouble.
See, when the teaser for Palazzo came out to him in that bus, I said, please, is he rapping or is he singing in Fuji? I don't
I
understand.
told them like,
what
when
is
I
he
heard Palazzo, I
doing?
was like, it's finished. It's
It's
over.
over.
It's over. It's over. This song. Once Palazzo enter, Palazzo was a kind of a mix for him. I think that's why he didn't drop it on his own.
Yeah.
Like, just him and Spinal dropped it. And once Palazzo entered, bah!
Omo.
And people they talk Palazzo, burger, chicken.
I'm peace be unto you next. Go.
Peace be unto you next. Terminator.
Terminator.
Bam. Organize.
Yes.
Bam. They give an album join.
So yes.
nah,
yes.
that was the moment.
That is wrong. That is wrong. Shut everybody
You guys
down.
don't get
Nah.
it. They don't get it. So it's not. It doesn't come that. So we have to. We still. Another thing I described from this year is that we're still tethered, strongly tethered to the big three.
Yes.
They don't want to go. Nobody wants to
Yes.
kill them. That's the thing.
Yes.
See, you know what I think? This might sound controversial, but I think a lot of our stars, they are way past their peak. The people who are supposed to step into their shoes are not just as good as them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They're not just. As
I
good
felt
as them.
that the 019 generation are too laid back for them to have that.
They seem that they have hit their peak already. I'm sorry.
See, look at when Two-Face, The Bunch, P-Square were the big
P-Square.
three, dropping albums every 2 years. You know what them Olamide, Davido, and Wizkid
Wizkid.
did? Between those 2 years, they were dropping albums, they were drop remix. They were flooding the market so much that when it came time for them,
after
Two-Face to
banger.
come out,
And
game
then
and
there was a
changed.
new generation
Yeah.
to propel it. Like
So
my
they chased them out
generation.
of the
Olamide
market.
was giving us album every year.
Olamide will give you album every year. You still drop remixes, features.
Banger.
Wizkid won't drop album for a long time, but you see that year, Davido was even the worst. Davido had like a 7-year run, no album.
And they
But every year,
They've not going to use Bedu kill you.
2017,
God.
3 number ones. You give it. Is it Bedu you want?
The most
They go.
reliable. That's why it's called the most reliable.
001.
hitmaker ever.
001 will
The
show up.
most reliable hitmaker ever.
When you're asking yourself,
reliable guy.
where's Davido? Trust me,
If
it's
you
coming.
want it,
It's
if
coming.
you want it, that's the man. That's the
Is
man.
there
But this new school gen,
Reliable.
we're doing like
They
a 2-year
see, like,
rollout. You know, we're going to take a
Artiness. AOT, too much
Artiness.
artiness. Like they want, I'm artsy. You like too much explanation for the
that's why
music.
Ashake stole the scene. Because when you see the artsiness,
Yes, now you see they do. My sound is. Did they explain your sound? I said, "The knock on that bed.
Allah,
The knock on that
till
bed."
today, Ashake, maybe now later you know they explain
That's why I
sound.
respect Keys. You guys think Keys is not talented? You think he cannot
Nobody-
speak?
nobody
and
can
explain
ever-
Have you noticed that?
My concept.
Have you noticed
the
that?
moon, when the moon
That nigga
aligns
ain't
with the
got-
solar
Have you noticed
plexus,
that?
and I now
I know
felt
that
some
Kids doesn't do
energy.
rollout.
Kids no, they follow
You
the
wake up,
Shalaye.
you wake up in the morning and say, Kids don't get new song. Wow.
Kids
When I
will-
hear 12, the teaser.
Kids
I
don't-
walk-
kids don't
okay,
even
yeah.
that's the studio. That's the studio.
That is studio. Once you
When
put him
somebody
on
wife, don't do like this.
they do like this.
You're
Inbox.
in trouble.
Inbox.
You're in trouble. You see, they know Sabi.
They don't do.
And you guys
I swear
see
to
so
God.
much Shalaye. See
Too much explanation.
Too much artsiness. You want to sample things you shouldn't sample. You want form.
Now then you go enter one chance.
You think they cannot do it? You think Kiss is not educated enough?
Wait,
he's not
you think Kiss doesn't know? Kiss doesn't know where you're sampling from. He doesn't know more.
Kiss will rap as British person for your own song.
He said the rapper no answer.
No answer, and he run it by himself.
You know why? Because it comes from that generation.
I wrote an article on why it might be the most underappreciated songwriter. Twetwe. I swear, if you listen to Twetwe, the way he wrote that song, right? Now, Twetwe is conceptualized like a folk song. Like, if you go to a bar, it's like a power joint, and there's a live music performance.
You can play it, it will sink in.
The live performer wants to sing modern pop music. That's how he's going to deliver it. He's going to use twerk and say twerk. Yeah. And he was dropping social commentary. One thing is still one. You said something, but and he was saying things like me, I don't care, me, I get money.
Kiss is a
classic,
and a classic high life singer actually.
Yes, and genre, like people don't understand that it's difficult to make genre specific writing. This guy was making folk Afrobeat of music, and he was writing Afrobeat in a folk kind of pattern. They use
and it was very current. Yeah.
And the beat. See, that's why this comes with actually being really good musically, not being fake. Yeah. Fake deep, artsiness, God, I don't like it.
You just take a picture of a plant.
Like you are the only one that listens to music from abroad and you want to just conceptualize.
Nigerian music deep past is the way they do.
Nobody gets my sound. Like Alaye, you know sweet.
Bro.
You know just sweet.
When it comes to sound in this world, Nigeria has some of the most varied sounds in this world. But you don't just appreciate your country. You just do some no. Go and listen to the people who sabi sound for this country. You go wrong. Kiss is a bad man.
I think that's why I was with Davido, Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Bado, Tiwa, Yemi. Although Yemi don't retire from being a pop. She they collect money for live shows now, and she they make music with older generation. She know they make music with her own peers again. But you see Tiwa, Keys.
See, wake up Bado up tomorrow. So you need banger.
I think even AG is a bit of that generation. That AG is part of that generation. So these guys like they understand prioritizing music over artsiness, over fake deep.
Drop the
the other guys like they care too much about perception, optics, explaining what is behind the music, and that's where the problem starts coming in.
Shalaye.
Even that's why there's this artist. I don't want to mention his name because I love him. When he entered, they dropped Bedu, like proper Bedu. But when he won't they explain. You guys don't like me. You guys don't get the music. Like Nadia, you don't call the enter again because your mind don't come out from just making simple, straightforward bedu.
Bro,
pop music.
I miss the era of Nigerian music when they'll tell you, Omo, the song is dropping 12 p.m.
and on time.
The badge era. So 12 p.m. we are dropping the song. 12 midnight.
Everybody
go wake up. Say yes, this is bedu.
And it's time. So
those were the bedu days, man.
Basically, as we wrap up, what you're trying to say in this conversation is that you feel like the reason we're still holding on deep to the big three is because of the ones after them have not been able to step in grandly into their shoes.
Number one, I don't think they are better than them. Number two, I don't think they're as hungry as them. And number three, I think, and it's problematic for me. I think it's disturbing for me where I'm seeing things like they might have picked. The people, like the generation after them, some of those stars there, we will not mention name. But we know the generation after. Now, the generation after Wizkid, Davido, Burna, now, Keys, Tiwa, they're all with them.
AG,
they're all with the Wizkid generation, cool like that. So, like, generation after them, some of them look like they have peaked.
How? Now when you've not become superstars, you've not become like A-list artists.
Okay. I mean, they're A-list already now. They're A-listers already now.
There's A-list. All of them.
They're all A-listers. But they genuinely look like they have peaked. And if you look at...
They're not all A-listers.
If you look at the new artists.
If you look at the run, those guys from 2011, some people in 2014, people like Keys in 2014 and cool. Like if you look at the run they had and the run they're still having, and how long it took for them to have peaked. How long
have that run?
To have peaked? You know, okay, we can say, I think there are some people that have peaked. Burna never peaked. Burna is at his peak now.
Yeah, he's at his peak now.
He's at his own peak now. There are people that will say, okay, among them that they have peaked. So if you look at how long it took, rather, like
these ones
crazy.
The ones coming after them might
This
not.
one, some of them look like they have peaked already.
They look gassed out.
They have gassed out already. And you guys are supposed to be the one to take the party. But these guys, they know they can't tap on and they see they on our
They see they follow. You say,
bro, we have to respect them. That's why I will never listen to anything that tries to take expand Afrobeat to a big four. If there's a big four, it's like go and find big three for your generation.
No, I've said it that you should just take away the big three and just look for your own.
Big three.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The same
Shout
should,
out
the
to
same should go.
Afrobeats.
It's okay, we're going. Thank you so much,
Sorry.
Adeayo. Thank you so much, Ayra and Adeayo, for putting up on me tonight. It was absolutely fantastic having you guys in the studio.
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
like anytime you guys come, I just have to just sit down. I was like, wow. So if I say once, they'll be like, yes, this is really good. I'm like, Afrobeats grandfather, and Afrobeats priest. I know that by tomorrow, Adeayo is going to give us one major banger on Twitter. Adeayo is always, if you say Adeayo is Twitter, I'm going to say it, I'm always just laughing.
I'm at
Adeayo
work
is
now.
always
Now you
like,
walk now. What is supposed to do?
Nigeria is really,
I'm a conscious citizen.
Afrobeat fighter. Afrobeat and Nigeria fighter.
I'm a conscious-
Afrobeat and Nigeria fighter. If anybody's looking for Adeayo, please come and meet me. I know where he lives. And on that note, pay me. I'll take you to Adeyo's house.
Wow.
I'll deliver it
You
to
sell
you.
me for 30
I
pieces
will.
of silver.
I will. I'll sell you.
Wow.
I never get money to buy fuel. But yes, thank you so much for coming to the studio, guys. Please follow them on social media at Adeayo on Instagram and on Twitter.
Yeah, Adeayo, both Instagram and Twitter. Just search Adeayo, you're going to find me. I'm kind of famous.
And please search for at AOT2 on social media. He's now, he's a grandfather, so he's kind of his karma did this. Grandfather really wear earrings.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You're seeing your glory days, so Abi.
Bro, I'm an intern. I just start.
You've not peaked.
I'm not far. Far.
You're seeing your glory days.
Hey.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Please go and show love to Tolani on social media, on Instagram. Ask him to come back, because at this point, I feel like T-Pain chased him out of Nigeria, and he has in fact chosen not to come back. To be very honest, it's not like he's intentionally doing it. He's been really busy with work, and it's been difficult trying to get everybody together to do the podcast because life is happening, the world is happening, Tolani is busy, and I'm even going to go on a sabbatical, work sabbatical soon, and there will be nobody to do the podcast. So I feel like at this point, just give us some time. We would find a way to make our schedule work and be around to shoot the podcast. Tolani is currently away. I'm also going away for a bit, but we'll find a time and we'll come back to record the podcast. But in the meantime, please keep following us on social media at Zero Conditions Podcast. We'll let you guys know when we'll be coming back to continue the podcast. But now we actually do have to go on a break because there's nobody available. I'm going on some work things soon, and Tolani is not available. But yeah, when we come back, we'll let you guys know. I'll put out a notice saying we are back. But in the meantime, keep watching us, the old episodes, and keep supporting us on social media.
When are you guys
Zero
going to come back?
Conditions. Man, when we align on
This year or till next year?
when we align on our schedule.
Okay.
On our schedule.
You guys can pay me, let me be holding down the fort.
We should pay you. Pay you for the culture.
It's not affordable.
Oh,
you live
It's
for the
affordable,
culture.
brother.
For the culture. But
Are
we're
you doing
going
for the culture?
but we're going on a break, and we'll definitely announce when we're coming back. But yes, keep showing us love, and thank you so much for always supporting us and supporting our, mixing of schedules. And keep supporting Pop Central too. My name is Melody. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Shut up.